As we see Bubba going out there, taking that wall jump up over the ski, jump to the magnificent double, up over the small double. And around, you can see the lines are developing. I went over and looked at the tires from the RC2 guys. They're still on their first pair. That's good. Tire attrition has been non-existent here. As you see, Dave Carmendi waving on his good friend Bubba High. And of the Carmendi fan. Oh! Looking at him and that marshalling job. But we got Bubba out front. Let's drop back and
Bubba.
Let's drop back and see some racing from the other drivers. Oh, we froze up. So let's see.
No.
There we go. We missed it. Let's see if Tony Scarcella and Phil Connolly can battle it out here. As Tony is a little bit squirrely, but Phil's right behind him, chasing him down into the bowl turn up and around the 180. We have some nice concrete curving out there, but unfortunately the Beach RC guys wasn't able to get it painted due to all the rain. As we see Tony Scarcella and Phil Connolly battling it out for a second and third for that second position. They have 2 minutes and 30 seconds left in this race. Remember, this
plus
is
2 laps.
Plus 2 laps. This is the qualifying race. It will seat you in your individual heats where you will start. So, whoa. That's what they say.
A bit of action going on here.
Yeah. A little bit of action. Connolly takes the safe route over that and decides to single. That jump is probably one of the most difficult jumps here on the track. It's very steep, sends you straight up. You get to do some magnificent air. Maybe we'll see a couple of backflips off it sometime throughout the week. That'd be great.
Oh, Bubba High lost all of his drive there. And they go down the straight right together again. The gap is 0.2 of a second.
And they're coming up on lap traffic, looks like. Looks like young Hosea Channel. Oh! Connolly's made a mistake. Let's follow Scarcella. He's got to navigate through traffic. Oh, no, that's Bubba High.
Bubba High leading, yeah.
Yeah, sorry. He's coming up on... Oh.
You can't guarantee there won't be mistakes elsewhere.
And there's Bubba. Let's drop back here. Is it Ash? Yes, Ash. One more. Drop back one more. Let's wait her. Looks like a little battle behind us. Let's see if we can catch it up. No, it looks like this is Phil Connolly again. Looks like went down, but this is second actually, sorry. It looks like. Let me make sure. Commentator curse. Can't really see the number from her, but I'm pretty sure this is second. This is car number 6. Yes, that's second. Connolly, as you can see, Bubba has a 9. He has it's 9.7 seconds behind Bubba, and he has Camasco right behind him. And whoa, if Connolly makes a mistake, or the person in front of him makes a mistake, sorry, that was Josiah, looked like. Connolly looking to come home, and he won't finish second like that. He needs to take it easy, calm down, and keep it on all fours. This track is unusually difficult. It's done something that I haven't seen it do all the times I've been here. It's gotten a bit rough, but we like it rough, so it's all good. But definitely some weird ruts here. Definitely lengthwise ruts. It's not something I see on a lot of tracks. They're very interesting, very similar to motocross ruts, motocross-esque. I mean, this is the closest thing to motocross you can get to without actually doing motocross, I would say. So
similar.
Excellent to see. Ooh, but there we have Mr. Connolly. Oh, no. So it looks like second. Camasco did get by him, but he's 2.5 seconds behind. Let's see if he can catch him up. And remember, every position counts for this race. So he's 2.5 seconds. Trying to find the nearest. Oh, there it is. There's his nearest competitor just going out of the sight. That's Mr. Camasco. But he's got a comfortable 2-second lead on him. Just about. Oh, and Connolly makes a mistake. Look, he hit a nail. You don't want to do that too much. That's how you break your car, hitting these nails out there. Hardest part of the track. They're not going anywhere, so don't hit them. This is your first heat of RC2. We'll have the second heat coming up here shortly. Don't forget, we have a junior race to come later on today, 40-plus final, as well as the two roughly 15-minute finals for the Rcgp class. We had a little heat going on in that class. Born horse felt that Ronafalk hit him. And we ran and examined the video, and it was definitely 50-50.
Well, Canas turned up.
No, but it's definitely 50-50. But I talked to our referee, and he says it's 50-50. So that's the call, and that's what they have to live with. Make this like rugby. You even look at the ref in the wrong way. So, Bubba High takes the win, followed by Nicholas Camasco, Phil Connolly, Matt Wofford, Brad Cribb, Big Kush, Josiah Chandler, Mike Walker, Tony Scarcella, Corey Jordan, and Robert Huguet. So those guys will seed into their individual heats. As we get ready for the next round, Heat 2, qualifying race. Remember, everybody, please share this. If you're watching it, YouTube or Facebook, sharing is caring. So please share it out. It's probably a little bit more popular on the RC Racing TV chat at this moment. Let's see. We got Miguel Velez, who wishes he was here, but he's still up in the New York area. Did you go to LCRC this weekend, Miguel? He's rooting on Big Kush. Big Kush fan club out there. As we get ready for our second heat, we see DJ Hapler, Danny Stockman, Billy Tylaska, Marlo Bright, Kevin Bullock, Ryan LaCour, one of the Deming brothers, Chauncey Mack, Katie Carmandi, Salty Jose Valadao, Jason Roberts, and Michael Kuntz.
Be careful with that.
Yes. So, Ken Salty Joe, the only non-American in this heat, do some damage and represent Bermuda and the Azores and get his name written in infamy at RC.
Infamy, infamy. They've all got it, infamy.
Infamous.
One of my favorite lines from the Carry On films.
No idea what that is.
You don't know what a Carry On film is?
No.
Blimey.
As we get these guys to straighten, maybe we could get, they're going to go for their warm-up laps. If you're in the area, make the trip down. We still got a lot of racing coming. We have another whole day of racing tomorrow.
Absolutely. Can't keep us down. We're racing the whole time. Yeah. Sometimes more often than once.
Come down. It's beautiful. No sight of the R word around here.
What's the R word?
I can't say it. So I don't want to jinx the event.
Yep. Good point. Well made.
So it's not in sight. So as the Group 2 gets out, Heat 2, for their qualifying race. You can see the intensity on the driver's stand as the drivers are watching their cars, getting mentally focused. And then you see Salty Joe just leaning over the edge like he's ready to go home. But there's the Salty One, my roommate for this week. Of course, I already got the warning this morning.
The warning this morning?
Yeah, somehow this morning for my terrible snoring.
Well, yes.
I was told to roll over and go sleep on my side, which I...
Well, you're sharing a bed?
No, but it's right next to each other.
All right.
It's
I don't mind they were, by the way. It's fine.
No, but it's definitely a lot...
I'm cool with that.
Definitely a lot more space between beds than it was in Spain between Dagani and I.
Yeah, but Dagani's a very large man.
Yeah, but I mean, they literally had one... So when we got to Spain, it was a king bed. And we said, but we wanted a double bed. Oh, we make it into a double bed. And they literally put 12 inches of space between them, and it was a double bed.
There we are, you see.
We get ready. Don't forget, we have one more round of RCGP to go. There's definitely...
No, we haven't. We're going straight to the finals.
Is it straight to the finals?
Yes, we've got two finals to come.
Well,
oh, that's a good point. Actually, I was given the final listing. I was back here now. So, those watching RCGP, it is Ronald Falk on pole. Brandon Rose was second, Joe Bornhorst third, Heckert was 4th, Hampersberg 5th, Evanvale 6th, Pecco was 7th, Aidenhorn was 8th, Coulthard was 9th, despite that second place in the last round. Jake Steitleather was 10th, Donald Elliott was 11th, and Cody Watson, who's literally not been able to buy a break all weekend, bringing up the rear.
Yeah, poor Cody has pace, has 1 lap pace,
Oh, yeah.
but 1 lap does not win a race.
Well, he's just had tremendous bad luck and reliability. He was on for a third in the first round and then just had a phantom flame out.
Hello, Mr. Mike Driscoll. How's Maddie? Mike met Mike, good friend of mine at the Rcgp UK. Says he's jealous. He wishes he was here.
Mike Driscoll?
Yes.
Matron.
Matron.
Do you know what Matron is?
I have no idea.
It's a carry-on thing. Oh, Matron.
See,
How can you be brought up in an English-speaking sort of not real thing, and not know Matron?
all I remember of English movies is Have You Been Served?
Are You Being Served?
Are You Being Served?
That wasn't a movie. That was a TV program.
Right, TV program. Super Gran.
Super Gran.
And the other
Scottish
one.
Granny, fantastic.
The other one with Frank Spencer. I can't remember what.
Some others do have.
Yes. Oh, that was hilarious.
Used
to watch that every Sunday.
That must have been a repeat because you're too young to see it first time round. How old are you?
44.
So you born in 1970. Yeah, because it was on in the early 70s.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting. Are You Being Served as well?
Are You Being Served ran from the mid-70s to the early 80s.
That was very provocative and
Well,
edgy.
The daft thing it was edgy at the time. Now, in retrospect, because everyone's gone a bit, it all seems terribly risque, but it was the most gentle thing ever.
Yeah. For its time, it was, I don't know. Definitely, you listen. I was watching some commercials from it the other day. What was the lady name of the wig?
Mrs. Slocum.
Yeah. She was hilarious. All right, so they have
A few seconds.
few seconds before they gate up.
Gate up.
Can we get some action on the gate there, Ash? There he is. He listens and he moves.
Well, not always. Trust me, I've asked him to clean his room up.
I am above this now because I am traveling and I have certificates now.
That's true. He's certifiable, that's for sure.
Certified focused man.
Focus puller.
He's very proud of that. Well done, Ash.
Too right.
Said he just missed out on a Gucci gig.
Really?
That's what he told me. Gucci.
Gucci coo. So for some reason they don't. The third slot, which I thought would be quite a good slot, they're not using.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to be on that very far slot.
No, they couldn't find the slot. That's why. It was called slightly confused. What do I do on the gate sort of situation. No one needs a fuel stop, so there should be no problem at all. Now taking the risk in those angles and the way they run. Oh, and someone's fallen right off the top there. May have been Caitlin Carmendi, and they've flipped through. So it's the yellow from the blue, from the all-yellow. Now, you knew who the all-yellow was, didn't you?
That's Ryan Leclerc.
Ryan Leclerc. So it may be that Dame England Stockman are first and second. Need to wait for them to come across the line for our ultimate recommendation.
It looks like it's
recognition.
Leclerc, Stockman.
Oh!
Now it's going to be Metric Stockman. Let's see. Oh, no, DJ Hepler. Sorry,
Hepler made
DJ.
a huge run through.
DJ is a very fast, so I expect him. He's probably not
DJ
happy.
from Mac, from Lecoyer, from Deming. So they need to get themselves in the top three, don't they, to be in the semis.
Mm-hmm.
So Hepler pulling away, actually.
Yeah,
Quite effectively.
DJ is actually a very good racer. Probably should be in the first heat, but BJ says he remembers RUB. So, Hepler makes a mistake, but he's still comfortably in first. It'll take a couple more laps of DJ. You can see that the bumps that were in that bowl turn have kind of smoothed out a bit, which is good. With DJ Hepler from Leclerc, from Deming, Bullock, Carmendi, she's looking to get up into that fourth spot. Let's drop back a little bit here to the next two cars. Ash, let's let DJ go. There seems to be a good race behind them. Looks like we're going to have Ryan Leclerc.
No, say that again.
Deming.
Ryan Leclerc.
Yeah, I know. I almost. Uh-oh, and they got pushed up under the. Oh man, what a. Well, that's too bad for Luke Deming. Lane Deming. He got bumped by Ryan Leclerc and got trapped under the pipe.
So Hepler's got a massive 10-second lead already.
Yeah, Hepler's
in the wrong heat, is he?
Yeah, he's pretty fast. Just had some bad qualifying.
Well, we were trying to beat Alaska actually in the press conference we did for team manager. What he said was, of course, that he is a driver who's experienced and consistent, which just doesn't do you much good when you're trying to get 4 fast individual laps. But in an actual race situation, it's very different, isn't it? Because you can start to pull away from people.
Yeah, it's a bit different. The qualifying system that we're used to rewards consistency, not fast laps. Well, of course, it rewards fast, consistent laps, but being consistent over a certain amount of time. But here we have an outright race. Ryan Leclerc is out to a comfortable second place position, and Chauncey Mack just behind him in second, and then Alaska behind him. And Kevin Bullock, used to run this track before, KB, was out there with the drone there, getting it all worked in, helping out Brent, former owners of Badlands. I think they ran it for about 11 years.
Wow.
And they passed the torch. They have their inaugural
passing ceremony.
Yep, the inaugural fall brawl race, which has been going on for 20 plus years, I believe. Coming up. Always first weekend of December. Always good to be back here in Myrtle Beach at the Badlands. And we see Chauncey Mack just coming into the picture. Maybe let's fall back a little bit. Let's catch this gaggle right here. There we go. Let's follow these two. We got Chauncey Mack and Billy Tylaska going at it. Oh, and we froze up there. And infamy is Chauncey Mack and the banana one-can paint job. Oh, Matrick. Oh, Matrick.
Nope.
Sorry, Matrick was...
It's going well then, wasn't it?
Busy editing. All these great cuts and everything that you see, that's all done by Matrick. And there we have a great race. We have Chauncey Mack. Looks like Billy Tylaska right behind him. KB right behind him. Ryan Leclerc falling right back to 5th. Looks like he's going to drop. He's not calling, so it looks like he had a problem. And we see Billy Tylaska get crossed. Looks like it was KB. Chauncey Mack out there in 2nd. Pretty happy. First time attending Rcgp. Took a lot of convincing to get Chauncey here. He finally came. I think he's enjoying himself. Be interesting. I want to go out and see how these guys' tires look after. Ooh, there we go. He's trying to come up on the inside there. KB gets him. KB would know this track and this soil very well. He's been here for a very long time. Good to see him out here racing with. Oh, there we go. The neck and neck. But they're catching up to Chauncey now. KB got crossed and he's pulling along Billy Tylaska. I think Billy's race. Ooh, that bump is catching up.
Oh, roly.
Billy driving smooth. Also has his own track down there in Texas called A1 there.
No, he's checking about that.
Busy man.
Every day. Is that a nitro track or an electric track?
Oh, nitro track. Old school, rough. Gets kind of rough, loamy. But it's not indoor. And if you don't have an indoor track in Texas...
Doesn't it get really cold in Texas at certain times?
Yes, but it also gets really hot.
No, I realise that. The really hot bit I'm fully aware of. The super cold bit I hear is there.
They actually have 3 indoor 8-scale tracks in Texas. I mean, it is the biggest state, but they definitely have a lot of tracks.
Oh, Billy. Billy, take a walk. That was a bit silly. Big thump there. That wasn't the consistency we were expecting from you.
No. And as you can tell, remember when we was in Spain and we was talking about the smaller pipe tubing that they had and how it created problems for some of the drivers? Well, how now you have the opposite with this extra tall tubing, and it's harder to get your cars over it once you get over it. But typical, this is what you see, this and the yellow corrugated tubing that you see at American tracks. Kudos to Brent and the Beach RC crew for all their hard work preparing this track. I really felt bad for them after all that work they did. The track looking nice, and then we got her Thursday afternoon, and everybody was just slogging up, cleaning it up and raking it, and it got dry, and then it rained again. You see one foot with Billy Tylaska is comfortably in 3rd. That'd be a great position for him. Carmendi is the one that's going to look to catch him up and challenge him. She's got 57 seconds plus 2 laps, I would say. So Katie Carmandi wants to get up. Is it the top 3 that go through in this one? The top 4? No?
No, because what it is it then shuffles them into the actual semis and the final. So
Right.
So I think there's 12 and there's 16 in the semis, so it'll be the top 4 who'll bump up.
Okay, so that's what Carmandi came over and she said, my goal is to get top 4 in this so I can make the semi. So well done to
Caitlin, well
Race
done.
Like a Girl. Hey, Tony Scarcella, how you doing? Tony looking a little bit frustrated out there. Well done, DJ Hapler, Chauncey Mack, Billy Tyleska, and Katie Carmandi will be your bump ups. Well, not bump ups, but they'll bump into the semifinals. So they have all day tomorrow to prepare their cars. She went out with a goal in mind and she got it. Well done. DJ Hapler, Chauncey Mack, Billy Tyleska, Caitlin Carmandi, Kevin Bullock, Lane Deming, Ryan LaCour, Salty Joe Valadao, Michael Kuntz, Marlo Bright, Danny Stockman, and Jason Roberts. So here's our top heat of RC2. Lots of young racers here. Let's see. I think the oldest racer here is probably Josh Holyfield.
So we have got enough juniors then.
Yes, this is, well, you got David Olson, Trent Walker, Donnie Ward, Joe Steichletter, Cade Burnett, Camden Lee. I forget the man's name who begins with Stiff, and Terrell. So I don't have him.
Stiff, brilliant. I forget the man's name again. Stiff, could be anybody.
But this is the young talent here in the Southeast. We're missing a few that were there with us at SMB. They couldn't make the trip. Shout out to them, Joey Bardon, Cole Caston, those guys came down and Jermaine Robinson put on a great show for us at the first round of RCGP. If you are liking what you see,
then please buy some of Keenan's merch before it gets taken down by the police.
But apparently we're selling quite a bit of merch out there, so that's good.
Well, yes, I think it's just the local trading standards getting it early so they can get in and go, all right, let's have a look at this then. So you've got 2 caps, haven't you? You've got one cap which is just with an Invisible Speed sub-logo, haven't you? Which one's selling better?
I don't know. But I have to send one to Sweden.
Sweden.
So.
Right, this is the top qualifying race for RC2. Coming out of this in a few minutes, actually. There's probably a bit of a gap at the end of this for a few minutes, and we go into the RCGP. I'll start again, sorry. The RCGP staging for the first of the RCGP finals of 13 minutes plus 2 laps, so it'll be about 14 minutes because it's very short laps here.
Yeah, and we want to pay attention to this one because there's definitely some tempers flaring. Tempers flaring.
Tempers fugit, tempers flaring.
So we got David Olson, Trent Walker, Donnie Ward, Joseph Steichler, Cade Burnett, Camden Lee, Jason Smith, Jackson Turrell, Josh Holyfield, David Carmandi, Luke Deming, Cameron Saxon. Holyfield and Carmandi being the oldest members of this heat. As we get ready, as they go out and get their warm-ups. Hopefully we'll see a nice, clean starting gate start here as well. Excuse me. BJ, as much use as there is in ATO, I'd like to see RCGP develop a legit ladder system. Maybe we definitely need more people in attendance.
I need more ladders.
Yeah, ladders.
I haven't got any ladders at the moment. I'm completely ladder free.
That's always good to know.
But it's not good to know. We haven't got a ladder. We need a ladder.
I don't have one at home.
No. Okay, so number 7 has not checked in. That's Jason Smith at the moment. Let's go. So roll around.
They come down and Got 59 seconds left in their warm-up, and the mechanics will take them out to the starting gate. And hopefully we get a nice clean start as they go on. And this will be the only time they start on the gate, because tomorrow they'll all start from grid starts, IFMAR style.
Everyone needs to go at gate starts, don't they?
They had gate starts in England as well, I believe, for the qualifying race.
Yeah. It's pretty much a set procedure now. We qualified, we gate started them to the max, absolutely.
All right, so time's up for these guys. Getting ready to get out on the starting. Oh, we have some car having a problem there. You see Evan Vale taking it across to let it warm up. I mean, get it restarted, rebooted.
Re-go it.
Probably Cameron Saxon, he's taking over, he's pitting in.
Let's go for it.
Oh, I guess they're getting an extra long warm-up. Ashes on his post, diligently.
He is diligent, isn't he?
Getting ready.
He's a diligent young man.
To get
okay, so here we go.
Full focus on the starting gate.
Evan Vale and Jake Starkleather, the two Beach RC Rcgp drivers, helping out with other teams. I think that Evan's car is flamed in his hand by the run back to the starter boxes.
It should be some good racing with these young racers.
I mean, even though this isn't the cleanest of all the starts, I would have to say the worst gate starts were definitely Italy, weren't they?
Really?
Well, they were starting on a corner, weren't they?
No, kind of.
Mm-hmm. They were good because they got a lot of people upset, but apart from that.
See Mao out there directing traffic.
Yep.
Brian Burnett trying to find out where he's going to go. I think the best gate, though, was definitely at Nima. The system.
Yeah. You see Justin's head in the picture there?
There we go. There's a perfect zoom shot of that, focus shot of that.
Side of Justin's head.
Ash, well done. David Olsen, his father right there.
Flag goes up with Mal on the left-hand side. Flag comes. No, sorry, jumped the gun there. Flag comes down. They'll be off when it raises again. And they're off. And, oh, terrible start from the front left.
Trent, oh.
I'm not sure who that was, but someone had an awful start.
Yeah.
So, and that, oh, well, that's a fantastic result for the white car that has streaked ahead by 3 to 9 miles in the first couple of corners. This is a second place red car. This is as much as I can get you at the moment until we get to some numbers. And they go past the start finish. I think that might be car 9, this red car of Josh Holyfield, but don't quote me on that. There they go, second place. No, it's not. It's the 6 of Camden Lee. But it was David Olsen, the pole man, who made an absolutely cracking start. The big loser there looks like the 4 and the 5 of Starkleather and Burnett, who end up towards the back of the grid and off the back of the grid. I'm wondering if the 7 of Jason Smith even started. He didn't know. Jason Smith didn't even start. Looks like Cade Burnett broke his car, lefty.
Yeah, probably.
So we're down to 10, and Starkleather was left a long way ahead off that instance you saw at the front, the right-hand side of the start in procedure.
Yeah, I think if I was on the gate start, I'd just not try to beat everybody and just...
Oh, but you're not a racer, though, are you?
No, I mean, we had gate starts in Bermuda. I would try to...
Did you win?
I did. I was the first ever Bermudian national champion.
Oh, well done.
I never got a trophy for it.
Oh.
Did get a sponsorship for it.
By?
The hobby shop.
Oh. What happened the following year?
I won it again. I won both seasons, actually. Our first 2 seasons.
Were there a lot of entries?
No.
Doesn't matter, you can beat your turns up.
We're talking about like 2003, 2, I can't.
Okay. Oh.
Ooh, what a dance of the...
Camden there, just about keeping the thing on the island.
Camden, it looks like Holyfield, the 2 veterans, Holyfield and Carmendi, have made it up to 3rd and 4th. But Olsen is just out to a great lead of a 4.7 4.6-second lead over young Camden Lee.
Yeah, he's stroking it away, really, isn't he, Olsen?
Yeah, he's out there getting some practice. Ooh, that was interesting. He went pretty wide and got out in the drift there.
Quite fishtailing.
Yeah, cars are definitely, tracks come around this traction, and the guys will be able to put on some faster laps.
Well, the fastest lap I've seen so far is a 24.000.005 from Ronafel. This is a 26.5, but obviously they are on less than ideal tyres. They're on a control tyre, so it's the same for everybody. And of course, tyres make the biggest difference in any car, of any type, any bike in fact, any type.
So we are, where's Josh? Okay, so we're following second. Holly,
no,
Julio,
and he's not second anymore, and he's not third anymore.
Let's follow those two cars right there. That's Carmendi and, no, that's Ward and Hollyfield right there.
This should be Ward in the yellow. That's Holyfield.
Yep, that's Holyfield and Ward. Donnie Ward right behind him. Another young racer, 18.
Still not a massive lead for Olsen. He's got away, but he's kind of like stroking it now, isn't he?
Yeah.
Oh, I'll see what happened. He had an error last lap, that's why. So he made a 2.5, 3 second error.
But that's all right. All these guys are securely in the semis. So.
Yeah, but you want to start at the front, especially with the carnage behind.
Oh, and there goes Holyfield. That bump got him.
Certainly did.
The death pit that it has become. The pit of doom. Maybe not pit of doom, but it's definitely causing these cars. You go through it at the speed and it causes your car to donkey flip. And it's been causing these guys quite some problems. As you say, we're working on the frozen part of this. Do not worry, we'll be right back. There we go. So it's still Olsen out to the front. Donnie Ward's with at second, Camden Lee in third, Josh Holyfield in fourth, David Carmendi in fifth, Cameron second and sixth, Trent Walker seventh, Luke Demon eighth, Joseph Steichleather ninth, and Jackson Terrell 10th, and Cade Burnett and Jason Smith out of this race. Well, Jason Smith did not start. Unfortunate for young Cade. I know he won't be happy about that. Very fast young man.
It's not worse than his car's broken. He's got Mindit.
Yep. But in the semi he is, so he doesn't have to. Oh, these guys just messed each other right up. So.
Gonna mess you up.
Messed themselves right up. Looks like we have. Oh, so Ward got in front of Olsen. When did that happen? I missed that.
Yeah, I think we were both sorting out little issues, but yeah. So he's got obviously Olsen made a big mistake, obviously at some point, a couple of laps back. Yeah, he did a 32-second lap last time round. White car is now second.
We're on board. It looks like, who is this we're following? Is that car number 4? That's. Oh, what a great pass.
So Ward leads 3.2 seconds ahead of. Was that Olsen being overtaken for the second as well?
I'm trying to figure out who that overtook. Is that lap traffic or what?
I think it was Olsen, wasn't it? Didn't Holyfield just go past Olsen?
No, that's not Holyfield though.
Oh.
That's Steichleather.
So Olsen was second, Holyfield was third.
Let's drop back to this car right.
Oh, it's finished anyway.
Yeah.
They've all finished.
There, that's Olsen right there. He's still in second. I was confused.
He's finished.
And Zach has bought Vittles.
He has bought Vittles. What a marvellous Vittle bringer here he is. What I like is they've just randomly chosen stuff. He has no idea what you want. Excellent world. Blimey. Going to Arby's. I've never been to Arby's before.
Yeah, well, you have the meats. Donnie Ward, David Olsen, Josh Holyfield, Trent Walker, David Carmendi, Camden Lee, Cameron Saxon, Luke Deming, Joe Steichleather, Jackson Terrell, and Cade Burnett breaking on the start, and Jason Smith not making the start. So those 12 will be in your semis and the top 4. Here we go. Round RC2 qualifying 4 result. Donnie Ward, David Olsen, Josh Holyfield, Trent Walker, David Carmendi, Amner Lee, Cameron Saxon, Luke Deming, Jackson Travel, Cade Burnett, DJ Hapler, Chauncey Mack, Billy Tylaska.
Excellent. Nice.
Oh,
Curly fries are going round here, so we have lunch too late. We've got a few minutes to eat this, luckily, because the start time for Rcgp is still 12 minutes away.
That's right. 12 minutes away for the start. And we'll see you back in 12 minutes' time.
welcome back to the Badlands RC Supercross for what is going to be the first of two finals of Rcgp. It's 13 minutes plus 2 laps, and of course they've been qualifying all day. Well, we had the third qualifier, and that one was a tad more controversial than the first two. 47 Spencer Hecker, ready to go, and they're away. And it's, another difficult start. And bounced out there was Bornhorst. So Bornhorst was bounced out of second into 7th. So it's Ronefalk now has managed to find his way into second. Bornhorst was a bit unlucky there. He got fenced out on the end of the first lap. Not deliberately, just one of those things. And there, Ronefalk now all over the back of Cole and Tollard. Blue car, blue and white car, yellow wheels. That is Tollard. Just staying a little bit on his lane, but he's made a mistake, and Ronefalk goes through, and my prediction now is we won't see him again. Bornhorst now is coming. Let's drop back one to Bornhorst, who shows the yellow wheels, and now, look, the two of them have come together, so Bornhorst now absolutely in the mix for third place. It's currently Hecker from Evenham, from Bornhorst from Rose, and that's Hecker out of it. Bornhorst is upside down out of it as well. This is the carnage out there. Real aggression.
There's Bornhorst, he's a little bit upset. I'm pretty sure he's upset.
A quick word with Joe. No word. I was going to say you're very unlucky. So there we are. I think sometimes not saying anything says as much as saying something. Well, yes, a controversial last round. We analysed that accident many, many times and decided it was 6-1, half dozen the other. But look, I'm taking my life in my own hands. I have Aidan Horn to talk to. Aidan, qualifying not gone brilliantly.
I mean, I'd say 8th is about as brilliant as it gets. I don't know what the problem is.
Well, there's 7 ahead of you, only 4 behind you. That's simple maths.
I mean, it's just a gate start. I mean, guy that TQs can be last out of the first corner both times. It's easy for that to happen. I've had a couple back row starts where I come out top 3, so really just going to see how it goes. I mean, 3 rounds of qualifying is kind of a waste of time for a gate start, in my opinion. So I'm not too worried about it. We'll see how it goes.
So how are you feeling once the car's actually running and doing laps?
Well, I'm 8th, so obviously could be better. But we're working on it. We'll get it figured out. I think we got the right tire now. A little bit harder compound, so we'll see. I don't know. It really just depends on how the first lap goes and determine your whole pace of your race, to be honest. So, really just rolling the dice and see if we can get lucky.
It's always nice to get lucky on a Saturday evening.
Yeah, I'd rather be lucky than good.
Well, it's all I've ever been. Thank you, Aidan. Well done. Congratulations. Let's meander over this way. The drivers have been very recalcitrant. You get a bit past the quagmire as we talk to various drivers. They're all hanging around here in the rev-up area. Let's see if we can grab a quick word with Jake, who we're walking around. Jake, first RCGP final, looking forward to it?
First one? Yes, sir, first one.
I mean, with the gate start, can you have tactics or is it just luck?
Yeah, hold your line. If it gets wild, you need to, if you need to check up, you need to check up a little bit. But, I mean, really just hold your line. Don't do anything crazy around everybody else, That just makes the whole thing worse. But I think starting on the inside with a 180 at the end, you can kind of block people out and just, definitely the left side gates are better.
Well, I hope you get a left side gate. Thank you, Jake. Is that how you condition your tyres?
Oh yeah, burning them in, baby.
Sounds like I burn about $10 worth of tyre tread.
Gotta be dialed out there. They're freshies.
How you feeling it's going so far?
It's going good. We're traction's starting to go up a little bit, so trying a little harder tire, see what it's gonna do.
Great stuff. Up you go. Right, well, we'll get to meet all of these drivers individually in a moment. But first of all, I think we need to hand back to Keenan in the centre.
Go hard like 4, really, that shoe gang like 450. I got married, was so giddy, swear my wife's skin looks so pretty. I don't care if they roll with me, headed to the top, but they don't give me. That's why some peeps can go with me. I'm a heathen just like coffee. I am adjusting the elephants that are right here in the room. Church is way more than the people who walk in the building. No wonder you see in my Zoom. I ain't the truth, I'm just a messenger. I got the views up on the regular, get in the booth, writing like Eminem. This is the proof, no one is better than my God.
And welcome back. We are getting ready for the first of the RCGP short sprint finals. Remember, these are roughly about 15 minutes. So this does go by laps. And as I see the drivers getting ready, there's Joe Bornhorst. Looks like he's changed up his positioning. Oh, no, he's been there all weekend. Joe a little bit upset about the final round of qualifying. But, you know, this wouldn't be racing if these guys didn't get a little bit upset. Pecco up there with his new sunglasses. Evan Vale. Aiden Horn, Raging Aiden Horn. Cody Watson looking to do better than have a better day today. Spencer, the Heckard. We got Hampus. The Padawan. Jake Steichleather. And of course, there's the Viking. See Brandon Rose. B. Rose. Dirty Don getting ready. Cole Ingtaller. You see JQ. He's going got a hat now.
Yes, JQ has a hat. I was trying to talk about JQ's hat for a while. Hello to Non-Etra 1000. There's Nick's in the USA. Gets about. Well, I have been about recently. I've been in America twice. All over the last few weeks. But yeah, it's a fun thing. Thank you to Rick Hayes for the donation. It was very sweet of you. Unnecessary. We will get me for proper racing. And they're just revving up. They're going to be released out for a warm-up, and then we're going to have a proper intro. Just to remind you, whilst it isn't actually a grid start, but the qualifying order is on your left-hand side of the screen. So Ronafalk from Rose, from Bornhorst, from Heckert, from Berg, from Vale. And they, I think, will be on the front row of the gate. And then Even and Horn, Tollard, Streichleather, Elliott and Watson will be on the second row. It's a close-up of the Mayako of Hampusberg. I'm just, brain literally froze for a second there. Like some camera occasionally.
That's what happens when you get the meats.
I got the meats. That's right. Bornhorst car up right at the front, and they're going to go over a couple of laps of warm-up.
Bornhorst looking for a little redemption from that last qualifying race.
Not a redemption. Redemption kind of indicates he had a problem. He had an accident.
Oh, sorry, revenge.
Could be. Now, that's a different word entirely, and it may be significantly more apt.
But that's what we like. We like these drivers to express themselves. And
well, yeah, I think revenge is probably pushing a little bit tiny much, but there we go.
A slight little bit of revenge. As minimum revengey as possible. Ooh, this track's blowing out in this section over here.
Nope. Ashley Patterson has got a very strong opinion on the coming together between Bornhorst and Ronafalk, and he says it's entirely Ronafalk's fault. I would like to point out that Ashley, a lovely lad, but he's also an S-Works driver. So,
where are you watching? This is the...
I've opened the Rcgp conversations as well now because it was a good idea. I wasn't told to. Okay. Here we go. So on camera is 47, Spencer Heckert. Running some warm-up laps. Oh, sorry, this is quite amusing. You'll find out why in about 2 minutes' time. I think, yes, that's possible. Anyway, I'm sure that this is going to come. Honestly, yeah.
I have no idea what they're laughing at.
Well, you know how we ask questions, and when we do these driver introductions, there's questions, yeah? Well, when we were doing the introductions, we asked them to answer, what are you going to do for the sprint final, what are you going to do for long? They all said the same thing, it was boring. So for this week, we've decided to ask them a different question, like a general question. like a favourite book or something like that. However, I don't know what question they've been asked for this set of interviews, and neither does Matt. So the only person who knows is currently on a wander about camera, so we don't know. So if I had to introduce a question, I have no idea what they're going to answer. It could be anything. I genuinely don't know. One of the ideas we threw out, which I can even say the idea we threw out, but that was so it's going to be very exciting.
That's scoring.
And they come now, so we're getting ready to release the drivers. We will find out the exciting things they're going to say. So, right, this is a 13-minute plus 2-lap final. And we are going to release them any second now. So we need to be on car number 7, Ash. So first off is actually now the lowest number and the man on pole. It's David Ronafalk from the Mayarco team. Had a couple of wins in the heats. Let's find out the question we asked David.
My name is David Ronafalk, and my favourite sports team is Manchester United.
Oh, sports team. Okay, Manchester United. Well, he's a glory hunter, isn't he?
We can't.
Oh, I thought, we've lost the car, but that's because he's upside down.
Kind of like a Manchester United season right now.
So next off will be Donald Elliott, car number 13. He is the Agama driver. And Donald is a local. I wonder who he supports.
Hi, my name is Donald Elliott, and my favorite sports team's the Washington Commanders.
Washington Commanders. He had to change his name. They've got the Washington Redskins, then the Washington football team, now the Washington Commanders.
Yeah, next team.
Next driver. Next driver. Ooh. Next driver, it's Joe Bornhorst, who hopefully is feeling a bit happy. Let's find out, who does Joe Bornhorst support?
Hi, I'm Joe Bornhorst. My favorite sports team would be Honda HRC for motocross supercross.
There you go.
Oh, well, Honda HRC.
Good
call.
Good
yes,
answer.
good.
Like that one.
Well, I mean, I don't know whether he likes the MotoGP team because they've been having a terrible time since Marc Marquez got injured. But hey ho, let's go again. This should be interesting. I'm betting ice hockey here. I'm betting an ice hockey team. It's Pekko Evening from Finland. It's always ice hockey with Finland. Let's find out what team Pekko supports.
Hi, I'm Pekko Ivanen, and my favorite sports team is Toyota Gazoo Racing.
Oh, I lost that one, didn't I? Toyota Gazoo Racing from the World Endurance Championship. That is a random choice, even for World Endurance. So the next car will be the 26 of Cole Effin Tollard. Cole is a good old USA boy. I'm going to get his American football team I'm going for. Go for it, Cole. Who do you support?
Hi, I'm Cole Tollard, and I am a big sports fan of the Milwaukee Brewers.
Oh, no, baseball.
So
baseball, there we go. So it's a baseball fan. We've split the sport so far, haven't we?
I want to find somebody that likes cricket.
Oh, I don't like it. The next up is Brandon Rose. Brandon Rose with the Agama, qualified second. Who does Brandon support in sport?
Hi, I'm Brandon Rose. My favorite sports team is the Houston Rockets.
Houston Rockets, that's basketball. We've got another sport. Literally no one's chosen the same sport twice yet. This is magnificent. Now, Cody Watson's next. It must be American football for Cody. Cody Watson, nothing but bad luck so far. Let's see if they can change in the final. Cody, what American football team, I'm sure it is, do you support?
Hi, my name is Cody Watson, and my favorite sports team is the New Orleans Saints.
Yes, point for Nick, New Orleans Saints. So, Watson doing well. Now, I'm definitely going ice hockey now. It's Hampusberg, another Scandinavian, Sweden. Do we get ice hockey as another sport? Hampus, help me out. Tell me you love ice hockey.
My name is Hampusberg, and my favorite sports team is in Formula 1 Ferrari.
Oh, Formula 1 and Ferrari. All right, fair enough then. I'll let you off. It's the first Formula 1, though. Formula 1 World Endurance Championship and everything else. As you can see, so we've got Spencer Heckert next. Now, Spencer, to me, I think is a basketball fan. I'm going for basketball for Spencer Heckert. Spencer, am I right?
Hi, I'm Spencer Heckert, and my favorite sports team would be Honda HRC's motocross team.
Oh, no. Apparently him and Joe had an agreement to say the same thing. Fair enough. That's 2 votes for Honda HRC motocross team. Okay, next up, it's Jake Heather. Now, Jake looks to me, again, I'm going back for American football with Jake. I think Jake is going to be after the old pigskin. Jake, tell me who it is.
Jake Steichleather here. Favorite sports team, Carolina Tar Heels.
Carolina
College basketball.
College basketball, blimey, okay. That's even better. Okay, Evan Vale. Now, Evan Vale is a painter. What can we get from that? What do you like? He likes painting stuff. Are there any teams of painters? I don't know. Evan, it's hard to tell. NASCAR. Let's have a NASCAR. Evan, give us a NASCAR name. Come on.
Hey guys, my name's Evan Vale, and I'm racing for Team Beach RC.
What?
That was a brilliant edited one, that wasn't it? So apparently Evan supports no team whatsoever. But I think what happened was that someone listened and didn't quite work out the team was actually the way he was racing for. Final one. It's Aiden Horn. This could be anything. This is probably the laundry league or something.
Motocross.
Could be anything.
Motocross, I bet.
Aiden Horn. Oh,
marble racing.
No, hang on. Off you go, Aiden. Go for it.
What's up? This is Aiden Horn racing for Team Associated SSR, and I'm here to freaking get it done. Let's go.
Well, that was the same one as before. Looks like the editors failed towards the end there, but never mind.
But we're going to have to ask them what their favorite teams are.
Yes. Still, it's worth seeing Aiden do it again, to be honest.
No cricket teams and a Manchester United. Wow, we just might as well just turn the stream off now.
Yeah.
Mention Manchester
Minchim. Oh dear, this is very funny. That was fun. That was actually funnier because the last. I love the fact that the one I thought was Evan Vale, where he said I raced for Team Beach RC. The end it was done so quick. I've heard the word team. That'll do. No, that's who he races for.
Uh-oh. We have no.
It comes back again. We had a black screen. We got very panicky, myself and Keenan. We're not good at that sort of thing. Okay, so we have 13 minutes and 2 laps. I'm going to stand up because it's easier than not standing up. I'm going to have to lean at the window at some point. There we go. Call it CFT car there. The 26 on the white. The 98 car is the Aiden Horn machine. The Mal raises his flag up high. When it goes down, you have to clear the mechanics. And then when it goes up again, it is the start. Revving their littles off. And they're away. And it's a relatively bad start from the back row. Someone just fell right at the back row and smacked something. May well have been Cole Tollard. Certainly not a...
Bornhorst.
Right, Bornhorst has got the jump from Ronafalk in second. Oh, no, Ronafalk's had a bit of a tank slapper.
Eddie Watson in second.
Which has put Watson in second. Is it Watson? It's an amazing start. And Watson's taken out Ronafalk, so that's not going to be very popular. Watson's now upside down. Berg moves into third, so it's a great start for Bornhorst. Trouble in middle behind him. And Ronafalk's down in about sixth. There's quite a lot of work to do. Slight oversteer. Right, so actually now it's Bornhorst who leads. Second place is Brandon Rose. Third place is Heckett. So there's 2 red cars again. Oh, and there goes Rose. So he's out of the running for the lead at the moment. So this is all really helping to get away. Now there's more. There's a massive kerfuffle in the track, in the middle of the track there. There's 5, 6, 7, 8 cars having problems. I'm not sure if Ronafalk's emerged in any way whatsoever. Or he's right. No, Ronafalk's right at the back. So this is a big problem for Ronafalk. He wants to win this 2-legged final because Bornhorst, his major rival, has got away with a 3-second lead. Ronafalk now in 9th. We're with second place man Spencer Heckett. Aiden Horn now, he bouncing up and down. He's in 3rd. And in 4th place, it is Brandon Rose who came back from that error. So this is the battle for second. They come up and over and onto the main straight.
Heckett's been looking really racy today. Aiden Horn's found some pace later on in the day. But Joe Bornhorst is out.
Yeah, Heckett's been really impressive, actually, for the whole weekend. Well, day and a half we've been here. Bornhorst making the most of it. He lost the second, actually, that last time round, but he's away and gone now, by the looks of it. Can't even see him in the other ears, just half a corner ahead. The question is whether Ronafalk can start moving forward. He got very, very beaten up. He's in 7th. He may even now be thinking about damage limitation. You know, can I reduce the chances of what I can do? Aiden Horn's on a 24.8, 24.6 from Ronafalk in traffic. Still Bornhorst from Heckett. Then this is the battle behind him, which is Rose, Evening, and who's that in between? Is that? No, it's not scored that. But that's Horn's dropped behind Rose. So Rose has got Horn. So it's Rose, Horn, and Evening. Drop back one to the. Let's see if we can pick up the Evening. Hits the green car. So Evening running 5th. Just ahead of him is Horn, and then ahead of him is Rose. And somewhere behind them all is Ronafalk, who's got himself behind Steichler at the moment, so he's going to find his way round. And then he can start trying to move a bit further up, and he has got round. So Ronefalk's got a lot of time to make up. The biggest problem he's got, actually, Bornhorst isn't actually pulling his teammate, as even makes a mistake on the side. So that wasn't even, that was Watson. Makes a mistake. Now, we've actually a change for the lead, and Bornhorst is upside down. So that's Bornhorst upside down being marshalled now. That was a mistake for Bornhorst. He dropped to 4th place. So Bornhorst in 4th. Round he goes. So that was a poor... And now the problem he's got is that Ronefalk's right behind him in a position. Now Hecker, who we've been saying has been going well, is leading. And it's Hecker who's... So let's pick up our leader. Hecker is just going underneath Frank's position now. Actually, he's just gone past it because it's a crash. Something else. Sorry, he's down the main straight. And Rose has made a mistake as well. So Hecker leads, coming back towards the rostrum again, and over the big double. And now away. So it's Hecker in 1st place. Now, there's even sort of gaps between the rest of them. Ronefalk in 5th. Didn't make the most of getting past Rose there. So that's Hecker leading now. Let's let him go at the hairpin. And then you've got Horn. And then you've got Bornhorst. No, let him go. Then you've got Bornhorst is next. And then you should have Rose, and that's the one you want. The Rose and the Ronefalk battle there. Because they are the closest on track, and they're actually kind of gaining on Joe as well. And we are only 4.5 minutes in. Heckert's got a nice little lead. In fact, Heckert's got the fastest lap at 24.5. So there's a lot to be said for being in clean air as Ronefalk tries to come back through. He's got to try and gain on Brandon Rose, and Brandon's had quite a bit of pace himself throughout the course of today. He's managed to get a couple of... and Ronefalk's rolled out and got away with it. He has. And the drivers were saying, Lefty, the problem is once you start to push, you're in real trouble.
Yeah, and this track's rough, and it's getting rougher. The bumps are getting up. The traction's probably higher as it's been all day. So they're trying to push, and it's fast. It's a fast track as well. So, but Heckert is definitely having the drive of the weekend so far. He's doing well. He's cutting. And Ronefalk makes another
twice
mistake.
the same lap, same place twice.
He won't be too happy about that.
No, we're not halfway yet, but it's and it's not going on now, is it? It really is. Whatever he's done, or if it's just not having his brain particularly engaged at this point, it's not working for Ronefalk at all. That you can see how the track's cratering up during that run onto the main straight. Oh, he's got a free play. He's got Bornhorst. He's got a free position of Bornhorst there. So this is playing into Hecker. Perhaps Hecker is our surprise chance for winning the whole thing. Mm-hmm. But Bornhorst, that was definitely Bornhorst's yellow wheel car that has dropped down to 5th. Rose is just ahead of...
That's Dawn.
That's Dirty Dawn, is it? That's the problem we had before. Needs to be moved out of the way by the traffic. There he goes. Let's Ronefalk go. And as you can see, Ronefalk now in 4th, Bornhorst in 5th. The gap between Rose and Ronefalk is 3 seconds. The big gap is between 1st and 2nd, where Heckert's got a 6-second lead. Certainly made the most of a good start. And the disadvantage, obviously, is very, very short track, is they are lapping almost immediately. Coming into more lappery.
Yeah, it's Cody in front. He's got to get through him.
This is the only advantage for Ronefalk, of course. He's not the first person to have come past him. So Ronefalk and Bornhorst are pretty much staying equidistant. There's about 1.5, 2 seconds apart. Ronefalk, despite a couple of decent laps, isn't really making any great improvement or movement on Rose. That time round, he managed to gain about a 10th, but Bornhorst is the fastest on track then, and the fastest lap forward, 24.288. So Bornhorst is rocking and rolling. And now it's Berg. Oh dear, that's gone very wrong. And Ronefalk drops behind Bornhorst, and then there's bad marshalling in the dear, Lorks. Well, that's the end of any challenge that. Let's see if we can move forward to Bornhorst. He's got the yellow wheels. I think he's coming towards you, Ash, there, just in front of you. Because Bornhorst is scored quite close to Aidan Horn, and that's the closest battle at the moment, which is 3rd and 4th. Rose has got away. Heckert's got away. Oh, no, Rose has got ahead of Heckert. So Heckert's made a mistake. Oh, it's because of the fuel. Do you know, I completely forgot there'd be fuel stops. Completely forgot there's going to be fuel stops. In they come. In the fuel goes. A bit slow there.
Oh, that was a long pit stop.
Yeah. So, I mean, so excited by the day, I forgot there were pit stops in this race, which is What I can only say is quite amusing, actually. So,
But that's going to shake things up.
well, I'm not sure really, because I think
Heckert's
the
back
reason
to-
Heckert was looking close is because he had a 6-second lead. It takes 6 seconds to fuel. So Heckert now has gone round. Horn running a bit longer. You don't need to stretch it out. You can if you want. So Bornhurst in 4th. Yeah, Horn's at 8 seconds behind Heckert. So I think Heckert's getting even further ahead. Bornhorst there. Ronnefact is down in the 11th in what is turning out to be an absolute disaster. And from 11th, he isn't going to win this. That's for certain. There's Spencer, finding the whole thing relatively simple at the moment. Heckert in the 47 car. Just looking out as it goes, back with his teammate, which is Bornhorst. Coming through the inside. I think Heckert just completed another lap. Ronnefact Meyer down in 11th after no end of problems. It's Brandon Rose in 3rd, Bornhorst in 4th. Horn doing well for a second place, a long way off. And then Ronnefact just pinged up to 6th place in one go. I wonder whether perhaps Ronnefact was missed a lap at one point. I think Ronnefact might be missed a lap. So he's been given his lap back, so he's actually in 6th. Which does make more sense, but my guess is he may well have missed a lap and they've found it out. So he runs in 6th because obviously Elliott and Watson were a long way behind. And there's Bornhorst, who is nowhere near anyone. So we can find Rose, who should be about 3 seconds up the road. The next red car up the road, really, I would go for. And he should be. There's one more forward here, up to the hairpin. There you go. That's it. The orange and white car. That is Rose now battling Horn for 2nd place. So 2nd and 3rd, Aidan Horn and Brandon Rose. In fairness to Brandon, who struggled at Nemo with the European multi-surface, is certainly not struggling back on a home ground clay track, and he got a bit too... got away with that one, didn't he? It's a really, really risky concept to start fighting around that fast right-hand corner.
And bumps right there. It's really mashed up. Ooh, nice whip over there.
So, running 2.5 minutes plus 2 laps. Now, the 6th place of Ronnefact, 4th place of Bornhorst, but Heckert's win is, if he stays where he is, that's going to be really, really important.
Yeah, and these guys, the second race, the temperatures will be cooler, so maybe the track will be a little slower.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. It's not done on speed, it's done on position. That's the key thing. Now, Berg is 8 seconds behind Bornhorst, but only a couple of tenths ahead of Ronnefact. Ronnefact's got past Berg. So Berg had another problem. So Ronnefact now in 5th, Bornhorst in 4th. We're with Rose, who's 3rd after that rollout. Still trying to get... Oof, it's horrible down there. Trying to get past as Horn, that blue and white flash in the corner. I'll tell you now, Heckert's lead's gone down significantly. Heckert made a mistake in the last lap, or 2 laps ago, I think it was, and dropped about 4 seconds. Or has he made a really, really late fuel stop? I don't know, one of the two. But Heckert... and Rose, and up to another car. Oh, 2 cars upside down. Was it both the same car? The cars who shouldn't have been upside down? Let's find out. No, Horn's got through 3.7, and it's 3.8 back. Bornhorst 3.5. Ronnefact 8.5. They spread right out, and another mistake by Rose, and that's going to cost him a place, I think. No, Bornhorst was so far ahead. You can go upside down and waggle your wheels. It doesn't come to there. He is in the background. So Rose, from being very challenging for 2nd now, is dropping back a bit. Ronnefact's lost the place again there. I think Ronnefact may have been missed another lap.
Probably have an issue.
So it looks like Ronnefact's got a transponder problem, and he's dropping laps, unless he's just done a 48-second lap, which is unlikely, but could happen. So into 9th. So Ronnefact suffering a bit of a disaster, but Heckert certainly not. Horn. Actually, Heckert and Horn are right together, so we need to find our leader, number 47. Is that him there? Is that Rose still? No, we need to find the 47, Heckert. It's about 10 seconds up the light. So you're looking for the red of Heckert.
They're going to come up by us now.
And
right
so just coming past the container now, the 47 and the 98 go underneath you now, Ash. That is 1st and 2nd, suddenly right together. So Aidan Horn, I think Heckert's made 2 little mistakes, and it's kind of a Horn now in the blue and white 98 car right behind the 47 of Heckert. Hecker settling it back down again. He's led this race effectively from the first lap. The lapped cars are now getting used to being lapped, which is helping a little bit. But Horn now has target acquired. They're going to get this one and 2 more. So 3 laps to go because the time hasn't expired and the 2-lap countdown hasn't happened. So can Horn get anywhere near Hecker? And this, of course, remember, is S-Works v Associated. And this is where the Manufacturers' Championship lies. Now, S-Works have scored some points during this qualifying round. Oh, and Horn makes a mistake. Horn makes a mistake. Bornhorst now having third. So Bornhorst has managed to claim it back into third as Horn makes an error. And there is Hecker, who's now on the last 2 laps. He's got a 6-second lead. Very, very hard to run clean, it appears. Ronefalk, again, it must have been dropped a lap. He's back up to 5th again. So Ronefalk is dropping it up and down entirely based on a problem with his transponder, which they are seeing, thankfully. So Ronefalk in 5th, Bornhorst in 3rd, Horn in 2nd, Rose in 4th. But it's 1, 2 and 3 is Hecker, Horn, Bornhurst. Big gaps as we're on the last lap. So Spencer Hecker, who I don't think any of us would have put down as a likely winner when we got here on Wednesday, but has been really, really consistent and strong throughout the course of these first couple of days we've been here and thoroughly deserves this victory. Hecker, he's going to cross the line right now, just looks over it. Wow, great performance by Hecker, great win. Now, will Horn get himself over in 2nd is the question. He just drives back. Horn is in 2nd. Now, interesting, we've got Ronefalk running in 4th now, so he has put himself back in play, it seems, as a sweep round. Ronefalk does get 4th just from Rose. Yeah. So 1, 2, 3 is Hecker, Horn and Bornhorst, and I will leave Lefty to tell you the rest of the positions.
Yeah, that was a good run by Hecker. Well done. Coming in 6th is Hampusberg. Cole Tollard, Pecco Ivelin, Jake Steichleather, Evan Vale, Don Elliott, and Cody Watson. As you guys can see, Hecker was very consistent with jumping and getting on the insides of the bumps, and that allowed him to be faster. So very good run by Spencer Hecker. Very good, very well done. And it was good to see. He was driving excellently out there, and he done well. So congratulations to Spencer, the Heckert. And shout out to everybody out there in the chat. I see we got Chemo RC, Salty's Godson. We got Daiquiri Man. Good to see. Well done. That was a great drive by Heckert. Great drive by Heckert and Horn, too, but kind of threw it away at the end, and Heckert would be great with that. Didn't have the best worlds, so very good for him. I was talking to him earlier. He's going into his 3rd year of contracts here with S-Works, so really good to see. And we're going to get over. We're waiting for Nick to get in position. What did you guys think of that in our chat? It was great to see. At one time, we had Heckert, Horn, and Rose battling, and we're getting ready. Nick seems to be in position, so let's hand it over to Nick.
With our top 3 finishers, well, that was a very busy race, Joe. I think you were in every single position apart from first, weren't you?
Yeah, that was a struggle out there for sure. I have some work to do for the second one. Going to go back and think about it real quick, and yeah, I'm not sure what to do, but got some work to do.
Is it traffic or just your car feeling horrible?
No, it's just I'm kind of struggling with the car feeling right now. The traffic was fine. I just made mistakes on my own. I got to a great start. And, just kind of made my own mistakes, so got some work to do.
Track looks rough. Is that what's causing the problems?
No, more so just a comfort feeling. I'm not really sure what or how to even explain it. It's just overall comfort, and, so make some changes and try again.
Got it now. Thanks, Joe. And in 2nd place, it's Aiden, sorry, can I break your chat, please? So in 2nd is Aiden Hall. Aiden, who, see, all you need to do is talk to me, and you worked out what to do. So you were surprised with 2nd as I am your 2nd?
I mean, we've had good pace all week, just haven't really seemed to put it together. But, yeah, sometimes it's just better to be lucky than good, and I think that was maybe a example of that right there. I mean, the first couple laps is pretty important, and luckily I made some moves through there and got in that clean. I think I was probably top 5, and then some guys made some mistakes, and I got up to Spencer at the end there, and it was looking like we were going to run it to the line and just clip that curb and with a couple laps to go. And Had to settle for second, but I mean, qualifying close to last, I mean, I'll take a second all day for sure.
How hard is it to run clean for 13 minutes around there?
I mean, this track has a lot going on. I mean, especially with the bumps on the right-hand side. You got to be – there's not really much room to breathe out there, honestly. There's always setting up the car, missing a bump, doing this, doing that, whipping into that corner, trying not to hit that curb. Like, you don't really get a break out there, so you got to be pretty locked in for the whole time, and it's super tough, especially with the developing track.
Congratulations, and look forward to the second heat. Thank you. Cheers, mate. Thank you, Aidan. And finally, our winner. Well, Spencer, that was a pretty impressive performance. You were a long way ahead. You made a mistake, but luckily you stayed ahead.
Yeah, it was really good. Got a clean start. That's big here, so that was good. I got a pretty good lead. Was running with Joe at the beginning, and then Aiden started to catch me at the end because I made a mistake, but I was able to hold him off and got the win.
You seemed, in the middle of the period when everyone else was literally throwing themselves the track, you seemed very relaxed. You seemed to get in a rhythm.
Yeah, I was just trying to run clean laps. This track is really tough now. It got pretty rough, so I knew I had a good gap, so I just was running clean, trying not to make mistakes because I knew those guys were going to be battling. So.
Spencer, well done. We're looking forward to seeing you in the next heat. So you've got to wait to about an hour before the second heat of the second leg, should I say, of the final of Rcgp Round 7 here in Myrtle Beach. With that, back to Keenan.
Yes, congratulations to Spencer Heckert. Great drive from him, and he takes the win, followed by Aiden Horn, Joe Bornhorst in third, David Ronafal fourth, Brandon Rose fifth, Hampus Berg sixth, Cole Tollard seventh, Pecco Ivan in eighth, Jake Steichlecker ninth, Evan Vale 10th, Donald Elliott 11th, and Cody Watson 12th. So we're getting ready for our next race, which will be, excuse me, our junior final, which is coming up at 3:30. We'll be back after this. And thank you to Invisible Speed, and don't forget the special offer. If you order the Invisible Speed online course by the end of October, you have the chance to win a Mayako or a Mayako spec built by David Ronafalk himself, or a Mugen Seiki MBX 8R built by Robert Badier himself. And don't forget that myself, Robert Badier, and JQ are headed out to South America next month to do the first leg of the Invisible Speed camps. And follow us as we do that, because it's going to be an exciting 3 weeks of travel around South America. So we have the juniors lining up here. So let's have a look at our junior final right here. Let me not mess that up. So we have young Donnie Ward, David Olson, Trent Walker, Camden Lee, Joseph Steichleather, Jackson Tyrrell, Cade Burnett, Lane Deming, and Josiah Chandler. So very good to see these young racers out. They got a little extra, get some spotlight, get some extra time. I think we're going to see a good bit of these guys in our finals tomorrow. But definitely develop the youth, give them some spotlight. It helps. We need more young people racing in RC. We need to keep them in RC because we're getting old here, and we're not going to be around here too much longer. So, well, I hope a little bit longer than usual. I agree. Magnus says, I think Horn is my new favorite. I think him and Ogden would make a great team. Yes, with me as their PR writer. That would be my, like a tag team wrestling dream team right there. All righty. So we got turn marshals getting out there. Thank you to these turn marshals. I know it's hot out there. It's warm. So you can see right here, I'm looking at the roughest part of the track. It is really rough. It's got some rough bumps out there. It's causing these pro guys all types of problems. So it's really rough. I have never seen the Badlands get this rough, to be honest. And it's very weird ruts. They're like lengthways, some of them. So, but we like a rough track. Thank you all for tuning in. We got about an hour before the next Rcgp final. Great win. Salty he's doing all right. He's going to be in the Rcgp loves RC2. He said he'll do it, so he's going to be in that. He's busy wrenching. He got the first part of my car built last night. He'll finish it off today. So starting first is Donnie Ward. Second, David Olson. Third, Trent Walker. Fourth, Camden Lee. Joseph Stykely. Jackson Terrell. Cade Burnett. Luke Deming. And Blaine Deming, and Josiah Chandler. I think Josiah's the youngest guy up there. He's probably the biggest one, though, but he's the youngest of them all. 15 years old, very big for 15, avid baseball player. We got getting their warm-up laps. They will start from the grid. This is a 15-minute race. $13-minute plus 2 laps. So, as Nick said, it works out to be about 14 minutes or less because the laps are pretty fast here at the Badlands. Probably the smallest track in lap times, but definitely one of the hardest tracks we've been on. Probably the roughest run so far. SMB didn't get rough. The track in Gubbio stayed consistent pretty much. Nemo, obviously, it kind of stayed the same. And now come to the Badlands here in Myrtle Beach. The weather, all the rain, the moisture from the hurricane, everything has inundated the ground. So all the moisture's coming up. And it's making it a little bit rough out there. But nothing wrong with a little rough, a little loamy, a little dusty, a little slippery. And with the spec tires, makes it a little bit more difficult because they're probably anticipating it to be a little bit more high traction. It will be high traction tomorrow as well when the sun gets up. But great for tire attrition. These guys haven't had to purchase many tires. So I'm sure there's some guys who will go through this whole race entirely with one set of tires, which will be great. So should be getting ready. Chocodon, 25 years ago, I did off-road racing on loose dirt. No, it still happens now and then. Silver State is loose. The dirt, DNC is loose, bumpy dirt. So let's have a look here. We get ready for the youth, the junior class of Rcgp USA. Thank you to all the RC2 drivers that came out and made the trip here to Myrtle Beach to support Rcgp. We greatly appreciate that. Thank you to everybody tuned in on the YouTube and Facebook land. I hope you guys are enjoying the coverage here. Thank you to Rcgp and RC Racing TV for all their hard work. And, of course, the Badlands crew. As we see mechanics line up their young drivers. Lots of fathers, sons out there looking for their, you know how it is when you're a father. You want your son to do well. So we shall see. These young men have come to race, and race they will do. They have 13 minutes plus 2 laps. They have 15 seconds to go. Mechanics out of the way. We see Mao with his flag. And it's a very clean start, and it looks like, let's see, I can't tell, but somebody got out to a good start. Let's see who it is when they come across. I still can't see, so wait till they come back here. It's car number 7. Car number 1, Donnie Ward, started on the pole and taking the lead on the first lap, followed by David Olson, Trent Walker, Cade Burnett, Camden Lee, Jackson Turner, Lane Deming, Josiah, and Steichler looks like he didn't start. Unfortunate for Joe. All right, now we have Donnie Ward and Olson and Olson makes a mistake. That lets Ward get by, and now he's going to have traffic. He's going to have competition with Trent Walker and coming up and bringing up the rear. So now we have, let's drop back. There we go. Let's follow this right here, please. We got Olson and Trent battling out for second place. Olson, the techno driver, doing very well here recently. Trent Walker as well, known him for many years. His racing's improved over the last year and a half. There's been a lot of racing. Oh, and Olson makes a mistake. That is, I tell you, that is the hardest part of this track. And Trent Walker inherits second. And he's looking to put down some consistent laps and take home a second place and chase down Donnie Ward. He needs to keep it clean, but Donnie Ward, let's see how far away. Oh, that's Walker into first. So something happened to Ward as well. I missed it off camera. So Walker in first. If Donnie, I want to say that's Donnie Ward right behind him. I'll see when we get up here. So that is actually Jackson Terrell that's right behind Trent Walker. That's Trent Walker out to lead. Let's follow him for a little bit. But it's saying that there's David Olson. So Olson must have came in and took a second place here from Terrell. I don't know what happened to Terrell. I didn't see what happened to him off camera. But we got Olson, who should be in second now. And Cade Burnett right behind him at 1.4 seconds. And Olson is 3.2 seconds behind Trent, who's out to a nice little lead here, but needs to keep it on all fours. But Olson is coming. And he's bringing Burnett right along with him. Oh no, Burnett's made some bad mistakes back there. So Olson's in the move. He's trying to catch up Trent. The gap's dropped to 1.5 here. He's catching up with the tail. Let's stay with these guys right now because the battle for first is on. Let's see. Olson is going to try and catch up Trent right now. And he is. He's sniffing blood. There he is. He's able to, there he is. They're going to come up with some lap traffic there. Oh, and Olson makes a mistake, but keeps it on 2 wheels. 2 wheels, and this section's right. He's got to figure out how to, Olson, you can't do that. Come on, David. He comes in through the pits and does it Cole Ogden style. Cole Ogden's made that famous. 2018 Southern Nats when he got pushed wide and came ripping through the pits. He did it like Ogden, another Southeast driver here, but that puts Olson back 3.1 seconds. So trying to find the closest battle going on here. Let's drop back to car number 7. I'll let you know when I find them. There we go. There's car number 7 now coming up over the double, the yellow and orange car right here. Yellow wheels. That's it. That's young Cade Burnett, the young Georgian, making the trip over with his father. They also raced in the Rcgp event at SMB. Cade, we're looking to put his head down and catch Olson, who's now Walker. And Trent Walker's pulled out to a 5.8 second lead over David Olson. And Burnett's 5.6 seconds behind Burnett, looking to push the issue and catch it. Oh, no, he's caught up Olson. Olson must have made a mistake. Lap traffic's getting these guys. So, but now the battle is on as Cade Burnett and David Olson is separated by 0.3 seconds. So, and Olson makes a mistake. And Cade makes a mistake. He's going to catch him up. He's got to keep calm and not try to he's got to limit these mistakes and Just try to reel Olsen in. And Olsen's been making some mistakes as well. But you know who's not making mistakes? It's Trent Walker. He's just out to the front on a Sunday drive. Probably using this for some great practice. Probably going to have to come in and pit soon. I see his dad over there getting ready to do some pit work. Let's find our leader and give him some love. Let's go to car number 3. I'll find him for you. Here he is coming to the start-finish line now. Car number 3, you got him right into the bowl. First car into the bowl. That one right there, you got him. Good job. Well done, Ash. Trent Walker got a 9.99 second lead over David Olsen. Should be coming in for fuel shortly. See his dad's there. Let's have him. Going to come in for fuel there if you could catch him there, Ash, on this lap. Oh, that was a good move by Trent. Oh, they went a little bit wide. He's got time. Just got to keep it calm. Keep calm. You see Mike Walker down there getting on the fuel pit. Oh, look. Very good stop by Mike Walker. Good stop by Mike Walker. Great teamwork by Team Walker, which lets Trent to come out in first position and maintain that. I know he'll be super pumped about this. He's got 6 minutes and 47 seconds plus 2 laps. Trent just has to keep it calm, and he will do well, and he will win this junior final. Keep it on all 4s. Let's see what the gap is when he comes across. Trent Walker getting out to a comfortable lead. I know Jake Lasker is probably going crazy now. But he's got a 13.2 second lead. Sorry, he's got a 9.5 second lead over David Olsen. And Kay Burnett 3.7 seconds behind him. Trent's pretty much out to a good lead here. We'll come back and look at our second, and there's no real battles going on besides second place. And that's a little bit so. Let's follow this blue car for a little bit right here. That's coming on the straightaway. Ash. It's coming onto the bowl. Just hold on the bowl. Blue car. Here we go. This is our pretty much closest battle. David Olsen and Cade Burnett, but he's got a 3.9 second lead on Burnett. Burnett's really fast. He's just driving really wild out there, making a lot of mistakes. Looks like David Olsen's calmed down and putting his techno where he wants it. I was hoping for a great battle between him and Cade Burnett, but they have 5 minutes and 30 seconds left to go. But Cade seems to just be making some mistakes out there, and he's just driving too aggressive. And you got to calm it down and reel him in. You still have time. It's one thing that these young racers can learn from these veterans is to pace themselves and limit their mistakes so that they can catch people up. And Trent Walker's just out on a Sunday drive actually, Olsen's catching him up with he's only got a 5.1 second lead, so there could be some trouble come. Oh, and Olsen just makes a mistake. Luckily recovers, but you can't make these type of mistakes. Not at this level. Not with a race on the line. And Trent's just out there driving and hitting his lines properly, not making any mistakes. And he's staying in the lead. Olsen's pushing hard, trying to catch it. It seems, you can see it's very hard to push this track. We saw Ronnefalk struggle a little bit with pushing with the bumps and stuff. And the lead now for Trent is now down to 5.5 seconds as Olsen tries to put in some quick laps here and catch up to Trentis as you see lap traffic pulling over for him. There's really no other races on the track. And Olsen makes another mistake. He's coming in for fuel. Let's watch this. Let's see how good this was. Been a little hot in there. Almost broke his dad's hand, but a good recovery. Great finish up. And now he's right behind Cade Burnett. That's the battle for second right here. So let's go. Let's see if Cade Burnett can keep it on all 4s and keep Olsen away. Let's try and keep these two in focus. Ash, the yellow car in front of him is just in position for him. That's second right there. And Olsen is right behind him. So let's see. Oh, and Olsen makes a mistake, and this is going to allow Burnett to just pull away a little bit and open up a 2.1 second lead on Olsen. But Olsen just has to put his head down, and he can catch him. You can see the wing of Cade Burnett as he's right there. Is Cade Burnett right there. They got some traffic to get through. Oh, Olsen tried to. Oh, wow. Too bad for Olsen. He tried to avoid the traffic. The traffic was pulling away from him. And that's just going to allow Cade Burnett to pull away And Olsen, unfortunate, one of the fastest young guys here. But anything can happen. We have 3 minutes, 3 seconds left to go with plus 2 laps. So let's drop back. Let me find car number 6. That's the next clear places battle we got going on. All right, let's find cars number 1 and 6. Okay, let's follow car number 1 right there. He just flipped. So maybe not him. Still on Olsen. Olsen is now 1.7 seconds behind Burnett. Let's see if he can catch him up. Oh, no, he got past Burnett. Burnett's behind him now. I missed that while I was trying to find the other battle on the track. But Burnett made a mistake with 2 minutes left, and they have traded spots. And I heard somebody running out of fuel.
I'm taking the glory from you. I'm really sorry, but you're wanted outside, so I'm going to have to the end of the race.
Oh, is it the police?
Yes. No, not really.
All right.
So it's Brent Walker leading from David Olsen. Lead about 8 seconds. Burnett third. Then it's Terrell, Ward, and Lee. Coming over the descending double now. Best lap of a 25.3 we've seen from David Olsen. It's a good lap time. Very good lap time. Oh, that's a mistake for the 7 of Burnett. He's got a 4-second lead. He hasn't lost that in one go. Second place man. So Cade. It's very oversteered. Everyone's talking about how the problem is on that right-hand side of the circuit. It's very oversteery. You can see they're just trying to control the whole thing as it bounces off. Lead down to 3 seconds. So this is 13 laps again, plus 2, that's 13 minutes plus 2 laps. And a second mistake there, and that's that blue and white car of David Olsen. Bumping up, and then Olsen makes a mistake. So as they get on through this race, it gets harder and harder and harder for the guys to be error-free. And you can see the gap now, 1.7 seconds. Olsen's got this one and 2 more. Sorry, this one and 3 more, I would think. Of course, we've got a breakdown. Not sure who that has stopped. We've lost Steichler there immediately, but somebody else just flamed out. Looks like it may well be Donny Ward, who dropped out of 4th. Yep, Ward flamed out of 4th. But look at this, all over the battle of a second now. It's right on. Burnett just ahead of Olsen. The battle of a second is on your screen. Multiple colour car is second. The blue and white car is in third. And this side, Olsen looking to get there. They're trying to do at the same time, trying to lapse. And Olsen also gets a little help from the back marker. He overshot it, rolled, then I think he got knocked back onto his wheels again. He did, but they're going to be down to 2 laps very soon. Don't forget when the leader passes the start finish, not when anybody passes it. There's a great smell of suntan. Lefty's come back. I thought Lefty was going to go for a while, actually. I thought he'd been stolen for some time. Lefty, you can carry on now.
No, I didn't get arrested.
So Lefty does take his headset off then. I missed that part of it, which is often a problem.
Alrighty, I am back. And we have Frozen. We need Matt.
We will do.
Last lap for these guys, and well done to Trent Walker. Cade Burnett able to hold off, it looks like, and going to come home in second. Unless he makes a mistake and David Olsen can get by, but they traded places throughout the whole race. And
well, Olsen got close a minute ago, and then he just almost got it, and then didn't get it. Lefty just got a T-shirt, blimey. Oh, wow. Burnett's gone off and over. I think he may have gone across the line. He did. He actually rolled over the finish line. Yeah. So he actually has got the second place. Olsen's third. So the winner is Trent Walker.
Well done, Trent Walker. I know he's going to be happy about that.
Kay Burnett is second.
And well done to these young juniors as they went out there and raced their hearts out. It's good to see. And well done to Trent Walker, who got out to a lead, never got challenged, kept it consistent, maybe not as, keep it consistent. And that's how you win races. So well done to these young drivers for coming out and being champions. Trent Walker, Cade Burnett, David Olsen, Camden Lee, Jackson Tyrrell, Lane Deming, Donnelly Ward, Josiah Chandler, and Joseph Steichleather not starting. So congratulations. And good to see the youth. We have the 40-plus race coming up. We have Rcgp loves RC2 later on, but you won't see that.
You missed out the second of the day final.
Oh, sorry. We have the Rcgp main final coming up at 4:40. And then the next race we have is at 4 o'clock will be the RC2 40-plus final. 13 minutes plus 2 laps. So this is the top 40 drivers. Nick's taking my cord away with him.
Sorry.
Top 40 drivers after top 40 plus drivers after qualifying. That's how it's done. Also the top juniors after qualifying. And look at, you can see the youngsters out there talking about their race. It's good to see that. These young guys getting excited and having fun and chatting about their race afterwards. Very good to see. And I can see, well, you guys can't see what I can see, but I'm looking at the 40-plus drivers getting in position. It's like Mr. Stockman made it. Got Josh Hollyfield, DJ Hepler, KB Bullock, Marlo Bright, all Southeast racers up there. Probably raced each other for many, 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 many years. Here they are racing each other again. The Rcgp final stage. We got
I need 2 double A's.
Justin coming in here, who needs AA batteries.
Should about that cheap Radio Shack stuff, shouldn't he?
Yeah, well, one thing you guys go through some AA batteries.
Oh, yeah. Quicker than a convent after the Pope's visit.
Yes. Oh, Salty Joe made the 40-plus man. Well done, Salty. All of Bermuda is rejoicing right now.
That happened a lot. Rejoicing in Bermuda.
Not really.
How many people live there?
About 60,000.
Blimey. 60,000 Bermudians.
Only 20 miles long, 1 mile wide at its widest. I'm sure somebody will correct me about that.
No, it's your home. I'm not going to correct you.
I got it wrong once.
Did you? Well, you said you live somewhere else entirely.
No.
You didn't have the key. Couldn't get in.
Yeah.
Any exciting messages? Good race.
He says first place is just merrily living off second and third place. Well, that's how you get in first. Don't make mistakes. While everybody else does.
Magnus Bird, I think Horner is a new favourite. Him and Ogden make a great team. That's very true. That was the worst selection of sports team I've ever heard, but the last two were particularly amusing because they weren't actually sports teams. But there we go. First place is just merrily living off second and third place mistakes. He's quite right in that last final. Greetings from Germany, from Trucker John. Hi, how you doing? You did racing on loose dirt. Yep, not bad first final.
Not at all. With a surprise winner, Spencer Hackett taking a...
Well, he's looked good all day.
He has.
Ronnefeld got himself just mired in rubbish during the first part.
And as you can see, it's just very hard to push.
It is. Pushing is difficult. It's almost as difficult to push as it is when you're in the final stages of labour.
I wouldn't know anything about that.
Well, your wife had 2 babies, didn't she?
Yes.
Were you involved at all?
No.
Oh, so you didn't have to do the whole going in thing?
No, they didn't let you in.
Really?
And C-sections.
Oh, you had a C-section, okay.
Right. They don't do...
Well, when my wife had a C-section, my ex-wife, should I say, had a C-section, I got to see it. It was great.
No, they wouldn't let me.
I really enjoyed it. It was a very great experience. It was very exciting to see your baby born like an alien. Came up the stomach like, John Hurt, sort of thing. It's brilliant.
Matt's like, see. See, can't leave you guys alone for... Yeah.
It's birth.
But
I don't think F1 are having to fill quite as much as we are.
Yeah, the Matt looked at us. Matt gets that nervous look in his eyes, like,
oh, we've not sworn. It's fine. That's the key point to remember.
no swearing. Only one swear word today, and it wasn't
Not
by
us. Not us. Not us at all. Wasn't us. We didn't say anything.
We got somebody from Italy. Hello, ciao, Italy. How was the Rcgp?
Ciao, Italy.
I think it's over.
It's over. I think they're racing tomorrow, aren't they?
I saw some.
Well, certainly it's finished today because it's 9 o'clock. We haven't got floodlights there.
And they're probably that nice cold beer that they have on tap there.
Well, it will be cold. It was so hot when we were down there in Ospey team, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was hot.
Too hot. Made the whole thing awful.
Yeah, you had to drink beer.
Well, yes. No, well, not all of us did, but you just seem to make that your hobby, but never mind.
No. It is. Oh, boy. The intensity up there at the 40-plus races. Well, we have a full field. That's not saying a good thing. We should have a full field of juniors and a less field of 40-plus, I would say.
Well, this is more of a, it's obviously in the Carolina, there's some older people, don't we?
Are you singing some Shaggy?
Wouldn't go as far as singing.
Alrighty.
So it's Holyfield on pole. Well, not really on pole because they're all on a gate. So it's Holyfield, Hepler, Chauncey Mack, Billy Talaska, Kevin Bullock, and Ryan Lecuva, who'll be off the front. Jose Velado, Marlo Bright, Denny Stockman, Dickie Roberts, Bubba High, and Phil Connolly, he'll be off the back.
Nicholas, have you had any sweet tea while you've been here?
No, I wouldn't do that.
You don't like the sweet tea?
It's not tea, is it? If I want tea, I'll get myself a nice cup of Earl Grey.
It's iced tea, that's sweet.
Yes, but again, you're starting with this concept of iced tea.
That's tea, that's iced.
Tea is a drink with jam and bread, as Julie Andrews said.
Tea.
Drink with jam and bread. That will bring us back to...
Yep. I do know that song.
Good.
Sound of Music.
It is.
Uh-oh.
I think... Getting ready for the 40-plus final. Not ready.
Stefan is not ready.
Oh, somebody's not in the race and did want you to run. That won't be confusing at all. He's not in the race, but he's running the laps. Is what we've heard. Might not be true. What happened there?
False start. They didn't Release the back. Oh.
We wouldn't get involved in an accident during the run back to the grid. It's our first full start of the day.
Yeah, first one. Not bad. Not bad at all. I think all gates need to be like the Nemo gate.
Yes, the linked gate was quite a big plus point, wasn't it? Some excellent bum cleavage there. Here we go. Need to restart these people. And they're off. It was a bit late at the back end again.
I think you probably have to do another one.
They're going to live with that one. It's a weird gap in the middle of the timing.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8, 7, 9. Let's see if it clears itself up. But it is actually in 6th place. DJ Helper, by the way. Hepler, sorry. So, leading.
Holyfield.
It's Holyfield.
Yep.
From Bullock, from Valdau, from Talaska, from Bright, from Connolly, from Stockman, from Mack, from Hepler. That's Ryan Lecouvert. A long way back, and Bubba High. 17 seconds off the lead in 1 lap. It's not really a great start, and Jason Roberts doesn't appear to have started. So we've got 11 runners.
I think we're following KB right now. He's in 2nd place. Looks like Holyfield's out to a comfortable lead right away as he comes across. And this will be 2nd place. That's KB right there. Former owner of this track. One of the former people that used to run it. So he's 5.7 seconds behind Holyfield. Salty Joe, 2.5 behind.
Look at that. Your man up in 3rd place.
Oh, I bet you he's shaking right now. I can see him. I can see the rattles from her. Face is messed all up and everything else.
He's grimacing.
That's the salty way. The saltiest of the salts.
So why is he salty, Joe?
Because he's always salty.
Does he give you trouble, does he?
No, it's just a good friend who's always salty. But he's dropped down a bit to 5th. A little bit nervous out there, as I mentioned him. And we're still following KB. Let's see if we could, let's drop back one. Find Billy Tylaska. There he is. He's chasing down KB. KB must have made a mistake just now. But Billy driving in the Agama. Oh, Billy makes a mistake.
He has some difficulty in the marshalling as well, so he's lost quite a bit of space there. Well, the turn marshal was being sort of randomly attacked by people. So now Talaska under quite
That's DJ Hepler right
considerable
behind
progression
him.
from Hepler, yeah, in the blue. And the quite slow around that tight section was Hepler, which allowed Talaska to get away. Now, immediately ahead of Talaska is Marlowe Bright. So the white car is in 3rd. Oh.
Ooh, we got a race.
Momentum there, got through it. So this is 3rd, 4th, and 5th. Bright, Talaska, and Hepler. And Talaska moves in, and Hepler just side swipes and just check passes as well. They've gone through. So Bright moves from 3rd to 5th in 2 corners.
Hepler makes a slight bobble right there and allows for Billy to get a little bit out of there. It seems, as you saw, the pro guys were jumping right on the inside of that, missing that big rut right there. They were able to place their cars right on the downgrade and go on the inside there. A little bit difficult. And these older guys seem to be able to go through that rough section a little bit easier as well. But here they are. It looks like that's lap traffic, I think.
That's
that
now
was,
pushed out the way, lap traffic. So Talaska and Hepler. battling it out for the bottom step of the podium, the 40-plus final here, Rcgp Event 4.
These guys have definitely raced each other quite a lot. Oh, and Hepler makes another small bobble there that cost him some tenths. And Billy just cruising out there. Not taking any risks, just driving some clean lines. Pretty smooth through there, Billy. That was a nice drive.
He said, he didn't have the ultimate pace, but he was the guy who could drive consistently and regularly. He's proving that at the moment with his third place. I'm not sure if that's a guy ahead of him who just crashed or a back marker.
That's Phil Connolly, who's down in 12th.
That's one of the back markers.
And that's Salty Joe, who's plummeted like a rock in a well.
That's because you told him how nervous he should be. He's absolutely fine till you told him he was going to be nervous. So Hepler's got close to Alaska on a couple of occasions, but hasn't been able to make a move, has he?
No, he hasn't. Let's drop back 2. Okay, I'll let you know.
Yeah, but that might be the right 2.
No, I'll find them.
Well, there's a battle right on now for 3rd and 4th, but it's Stockman, not Hepler, who's coming through.
Oh, that's what I was looking for.
So Stockman and the rejoining car got in the way. So it's Stockman now after Talaska. Early pit stop behind them. So pit stops in this one, just the one. You can just go about 6.5 minutes.
Danny Stockman, the crew chief. Number 18, not number 18, sorry, Kyle Busch Motorsports. In between races here, doing some RC racing. Very good to see.
You're ever in between races in NASCAR. It's every week, isn't it? Forever.
Yeah, they had a break. They were in Charlotte last week, so I believe. So, I believe he's based up in Charlotte as well.
Oh, they would be, yeah.
A very nice man. I actually met him here at this track back in 2017. It was super impressive, his pit setup. Had like an actual toolbox set all up. Very nice. And he makes a mistake. Chasing down Billy Tylaska is going to lose some time there. There's 6 minutes 14, and he's coming in for fuel. Let's see if we can see if it's going to be a NASCAR pit stop or a F1 pit stop. Well, they don't fuel up in NASCAR, in F1, unfortunately.
No, it's too dangerous.
Yes. That was a good pit stop by Brian Burnett. Oh. Well, that was a good roll.
Oh.
That's dropped Stockman down to 5th. DJ Hepler's got past him, probably when he came in for fuel. No jumps and bumps like this in NASCAR. As Matt just silently laughs here in the background at something picture that he's took. And takes a sip of his massive, massive sweet tea.
Oh, wow, that's a good one. His nose and then bouncing through.
Too bad. That would have been a great replay. But Stockman is just got to keep it calm. He's in 5th. Well, Chauncey Mack just got crossing, looks like.
So second and third are very close, where the Bullock and Talaska are on now. So Talaska really chasing down Bullock. That's not him. Oh. Mid-air collision, followed by a, what would you call it? Lucky escape?
Lucky escape into the almost mud. Pretty dry out there now. And Talaska and Bullock seem to be having a great battle. Let's see if we can find them. All right, they just can't. Let's stay in the bowl. Ash, go to the bowl right there, please. And go up to the wall, jump out the back there.
Oh, those two. Yeah, Talaska, in fact, getting past Bullock as we speak. And moving into second place. There he is, 13 seconds behind Bullock with 4 minutes to go.
They're battling with, actually, I think that's maybe, yeah, that's lap traffic right there. Talaska and KB, but Holyfield just out to a comfortable lead, 13.9 seconds. Not surprised about this. Holyfield's been to this track many, 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 many times in his racing career. So out to a comfortable lead. It's a battle between Billy Talaska, who's now in second, and KB Bullock. Let's see what the lead is here now. As Talaska goes across, and now he's stretched out to a 3.8 lead as Hepler moves up to second. Let's drop back to the next car. Let's see. I'll find it for you. Should be a blue car, blue car, blue car. Here we go. Let's follow this. This is DJ Hepler and Kevin Bullock, I think. Oh, no, it's Chauncey Mack, it looks like right there.
Chauncey?
He's lapped. I think he's being lapped, and he's in between Bullock and Hepler's sandwich.
Yeah, Max did lap down, so he's you obviously have quite a wide range of speeds amongst these drivers.
Except for Horn. He's not here, so I haven't asked him.
We got 2 minutes, 24 seconds, plus 2 laps left in this race. We got Billy Talaska with a Holyfield over for 13.5 second lead. Talaska with a 1.4 second lead over DJ Hepler. Hepler 6.7 over Bullock. And got Stockman 15 behind. And then followed by Chauncey Mack, Ryan LaCour, Salty Joe, Valadao, Bubba High, Phil Conley, Marlo Bright. And unfortunately, Jason Roberts not making the start here today. So remember, after this, people, we have the second leg of the RCGP. Well, we're supposed to be about 14-minute finals, and 13 minutes plus 2 laps. We got 1 minute and 42 seconds left in this lap as we see. As Hepler goes off and makes a mistake, that's gonna allow. Maybe Billy can catch him up, did he? Billy must have made a mistake while I looking outside there. Excuse me. Hepler coming from the back, battling it up. Oh, went a little bit wide there, got out in the loam. Comes up over. We haven't got names for this. And then through the bomb section. Oh, Talaska, there we go. I thought Talaska got in front of him. There's Talaska. Oh, just as I say that, Hepler makes a mistake out in no man's land, and a mistake by the young marshal. Won't be helping him out no more. 40 seconds left to go and 2 laps to go. That gives a big lead to Billy Talaska. Hepler and him had a great battle for a few minutes here, but unfortunately it looks like the mistake by Hepler is going to cost him, as the lead has dropped down to 7, as the lead has up to 7.9 seconds, and they only have 19 seconds left, so I doubt we'll see Hepler win. Let's see our front runner. Let's give Holyfield some love. I'll find him for you, Ash, before we sign out here. Holyfield coming over the big double. Let's catch him up here over by the blue container over by us. I'll let you know, Ash. I'll let you know. Here he is, this yellow car, yellow wheels, going onto the straightaway now. There's Josh Holyfield out there cruising around, getting some practice in. Probably going to be racing in similar type of conditions tomorrow. So this is valuable track time that he can use. Out there driving smooth. Just out there having a good Saturday afternoon drive, winning a race. He'll be a RCGP 40-plus champion, if barring any flame outs or breakages or anything like that. With 1 lap left to go, Josh Holyfield from, I believe, from South Carolina, Mugen driver. He goes up over the double, around the chicane. You can see that groove's getting darker and darker as the day goes on. And we have one more race coming up here shortly. With his second leg of the Rcgp finals. And congratulations to Mr. Josh Hollyfield. You're a winner of the 40-plus class here at the 40-plus main here at the Rcgp USA, followed by Billy Talaska, who'll be happy about that. DJ Hepler in third. Kevin Bullock in fifth. And Chauncey Mack bringing up your top 5 as we get ready for some sweets, apparently. Don't mind if I do. So, Josh Hollyfield winner, followed by Billy Talaska, DJ Hepler, Kevin Bullock, Chauncey Mack, Danny Stockman, Ryan LaCour, Salty Joe Volado, Bubba High in 9th, Phil Connolly in 10th, Marlo Wright in 11th, and unfortunately breaking at the 8 minutes mark, and Jason Roberts not making the start. So that's your 40-plus final. Congratulations to Josh Hollyfield, Billy Talaska, and DJ Hepler, your top 3. And we're going to get ready to because Mike Walker, so we have a few just coming into our chat here, so we have a few questions. Why isn't Mike Walker in this? Well, I don't think he qualified for it. They took the top 40-plus drivers. I'm not sure where he qualified. What happened to Kid? No idea who Kidwell is. Sorry. But we will be going. We are doing now. I have no idea. Let me talk to my producer. We will be back right after this.
stage for RCGP. RCGP marshals should start getting themselves ready to go. Start staging for interviews for RCGP, please. RCGP should be staging for interviews. Start bringing vehicles up to the track. We're 8 minutes from the track being live. Marshals should be out on the track in about 6 to 7 minutes, please. If you were assigned to be an RCGP marshal or you volunteered for me last time, I need you back to the track here in about 6 minutes. RCGP drivers, start being available up here at the track for interviews. Please start bringing cars this way. Marshals, start making your way back to the track, please. Marshals, start making your way back to the track. We're 5 minutes to go. 5 minutes to go. RCGP marshals back to the track for 13 plus 2, please. Cole and Joe with some last.
Supercross. With the coming up is the second final, 13 minutes plus 2 laps. We already had one. But look, I found a special new guest. It's David Ishwood, the man behind RCGP. David, we've come into the end of Season 2, Year 4. How are you feeling?
A little tired, but we've got a day to go, and we'll keep going. And looking forward to the second final, and then the endurance final and RC2 finals tomorrow. So good, I think.
And then some beers.
Yeah, maybe 1 or 2. Yeah,
possibly more, really.
Well, maybe, but we'll drink responsibly.
Yes, we will. Thank you, David, for that word of wisdom. Thank you, David. Very quickly, I'll take another David now. It's Mr. Ronefalk coming in. Have you moved forward because it's too sunny? Because it's kind of quite oppressive where you are. David, that was a bad start and a slow recovery.
Yeah, bad start, like you said. I was actually second after the first 2-3 corners there. I think I landed wide on the back double there, and Cody got by. Then he made a mistake. I got tangled up. I got the worst out of that. And then, like, the lap after, I think Hampus and Aiden got together. Hampus bounced into my car, and I ended up upside down. So dead last after that. Then it was, like you said, a slow kind of charge back. I think I was on the wrong compound now in that one. So the track is obviously starting to dry up a bit, and now I'm trying the normal compounds instead of the clay here in the second one, so hopefully that will be a little bit better.
Interestingly, you managed to get missed a lap because you were too fast. You know that you're too fast for Stefan.
Yeah, maybe a little bit frustrated there. Coming into the pit, I rolled out of the track, and they had to go get me, and I guess they put my car back on the track after the loop, and I went out before the loop, so I missed it. But luckily, Stefan is in there.
You missed the second lap. Because you put a fast, you went faster than 24 seconds. And he said, no one goes at 24. Then you went faster.
Yeah, I tried to push, towards the end, but I got fourth. I need some luck on my side here to be able to take the overall today. I guess Spencer has to miss the podium here in the second main, but I'm going to do everything I can to win it, and then everything else has to see what happens. But yeah.
Thanks, David. Great stuff. Where's everyone else? Are they actually up there already? No. Who do we have around for me to just attack? Not legally, obviously. Look, there's drivers coming over. There's team members. Cole, how was that first run for you?
Pretty chaotic. I ran half the race without a rear sway bar. I got a little contact at the beginning, so my car got really soft.
Not a setting you'd advise then?
Not a setup that I would advise on a pretty grippy track now.
Best luck for the next one, thank you indeed. I feel like I'm standing here going like a bouncer, going, you're not coming in, I'm looking at shoes, you're not coming in unless you talk to me first. And I've got a couple of drivers coming towards me. I've got Brandon and Cody. Let's see if I can grab a hit word with Cody. Cody, when's your luck going to change?
Sir?
When's your luck going to change?
Oh, no, I'm not quite sure. I'm hoping maybe this round. We made some changes, so it should work, hopefully.
Are you chatting with JQ about what to do on the car?
Yeah, the car was money, the first and second qualifier. It was more of just me kind of like fighting with myself, And then I didn't want him to change it, and he changed it, and it wasn't no more good from there. So, yeah, we put it back, so now we're going to see if it's going to be good enough with the track. Hopefully it'll be where it needs to be. Well,
we all hope it is. If you constantly can JK, that's good. That's okay, mate. That's good stuff. Sort of running out of drivers now, so let's have let's go back to the studio, I suppose. Really, I shouldn't say that, actually. Back to the studio.
And we are back. And remember, everybody, the Invisible Speed course, if you buy that before the end of October, you get entered in the chance to win a fully pimped out car by Mayako by David Ronafalk himself, or a fully pimped out Mugen MBX-R by 2012 world champion Robert Battier.
Is it really pimped out, or is it just been built by them?
Pimp your ride.
Oh, okay, so they're going to get all these add-on sway bars and everything else.
They'll get whatever setup and whatever car that these guys choose to. That's
fair enough.
That's a great deal. And you get the knowledge. That's the key thing. You'll get the knowledge.
You get the knowledge. Got the knack and the knowledge.
So, Ronafalk went too fast for the lap corner. I didn't know that. Ooh.
Yeah, basically what happened is that Stefan set the minimum lap time at 24, which I think was a little bit ambitious, and he could go on fact had already done 24.005, and then of course he went faster than 24. Look at the evening sun's making the track look very attractive, isn't it? Mm-hmm. We are now at just 20 to 5 local time. This is the last of our live action for the day. We're also going to stay on for the presentation. There are a couple more things which will be available in the future. There's a Rcgp Loves RC2 little thing, which will be available as a video to download and watch on Facebook in a few weeks' time. And of course, we're also doing a little bit of a chatette as well in a inside track.
Oh, inside track will be paid for. Will be for later or for now? Is it live?
It'll be live on House of RC.
Oh, okay. House of RC.
We'll have it live, and it'll be it'll be published, I don't know, relatively quickly.
Excellent, excellent. I'll wear my cowboy hat for
Could you?
Sidetrack.
You didn't know you're on it. You're my special guest now, are you?
Oh, I don't know. I thought I was on the inside track.
Of course you are.
I'll wear my sheriff hat.
In which case, not only you're on it, you're running it. Because you're the sheriff of the inside track. So, Ronafalk, Rose, Bornhorst, Heckert. Now, of course, the finishing order was Heckert, Horn, Bornhorst, Ronafalk. Now, don't forget that in the event of a tie, second race trumps it.
Oh, second race trumps.
Second race trumps
Right,
first
that's
race.
right.
So, if Ronafalk wins and Heckert is third, Heckert still wins overall. But if Ronafalk wins and Heckert is fourth or lower, then he doesn't. And if Bornhorst comes second, so if Ronafalk wins and Heckert it's fine, because Bornhorst, if he comes second, wouldn't win overall. But if Bornhorst wins and Heckert is third, then basically that's how it goes. As most of this is down to the start anyway, who knows, as they say, what will happen?
Yep, let's see. Should be an exciting race. Oh, they did change up the colors a little bit. A little black in there, I see.
Mm-hmm.
But it's hard to tell from the from here. See Mitch down there getting a fine roll tune on Cody's car. JQ getting all serious, putting the hat on.
John Moore says he loves the inside track episodes. Please wear more than just a hat. Oh,
good one.
Trust
Good
me,
one. Good one.
We no one wants to see him just in a hat. That's for sure.
That was a good one. I like it.
Here we go. Here comes the 88 of Jake Stike Leather, Beach RC. Light blue colour. Brent Densford takes him out. Moves to the back. The grid for this is, on both occasions, the grid for this is done by the qualifying. So the top 6 get to choose first. Not a great choice by the Bornhorst, by Ronafalk last time. Aidan Horn, his second place came from the back row. Let's see what's happening. They're revving away. The 13, that's Don Elliott. They're away. And it's clean so far. Ronafalk's dropped to third, gets 2 hits, but gets away with it. Into second place, Bornhorst and Ronafalk. Both got away, even in third, and he's just about to land on Ronafalk, but doesn't quite. So Ronafalk, and he got Berg in fourth, and Bornhorst has dropped back, I think.
Yeah, he made a mistake.
Yeah, Bornhorst. So into the lead has gone Ronafalk. Can't see where Heckert is, that's the key one. It's even in second, and Bornhorst in third, and they both screen each other up. And now they're coming together with one of the multitudinous blue and white cars. I'll tell you who that was in a second. That was Aidan Horn. So Horn's up to fourth. So Horn's made another great start. Fifth place is Tollard. So the Associated Scampi Rosso pair are running in 4th and 5th. Where is Heckert 9th? Lots of work for Heckert to do, but he can do it. Evan Vale, the loser at the start there, was Hampersberg, who was running okay at one point, and they are a little bit calm. I can see Cody Watson actually in 8th, which means he actually made some sort of semblance of a reasonable start. Runnerfelt's got away, and he's already built a couple of second leads. It's now about Bornhorst. He tries to track down Evening. So Evening with the JQSM, the green car with the aerial, just ahead of the S-Works machine OS engine car of Bornhorst. The problem that Bornhorst has got is that Ronnefelt's getting away at the moment, and we all know that they can all make mistakes very easily, so it's not as written in the stars it used to be. Oh, controlling the slides, they come around that ever collapsing right-hand side of the track. It'll be interesting to see whether they actually do any sort of repair measures on that right-hand side, some patching overnight. Obviously, it's a completely different day tomorrow as far as RCGP are concerned, so it can be completely redone again. Track looks absolutely beautiful in this light. Really does, doesn't it, Keenan?
Yeah, that beautiful red clay coming shining through. You can see all the holes, you can see the groove.
And you can see the difference here when you kind of go from the light to the dark. Our other camera is in the sun, so it's balanced into the colour. This other colour is shooting into it, so it's much duller. But look at that, the rich verdant orange of a racing circuit. But unfortunately, Pekka Ivonen is lovely outside pass there by Bornhorst. Great stuff. So Bornhorst gets past cleanly and now has to go around trying to attack what was about a 4-second lead last time round for Ronnefalk. It's now 4.3. Rose in 4th. Hecker's now to 6th. It's quite key where Hecker gets to. He's not far behind Horn either. Hecker has a big advantage over Ronnefalk in his qualifying position. Watson and strike leather towards the back. Vale and Berg also coming up. But it's now Horn in 5th. This is the second place man. Just in the background you can see 3rd. And they're kind of evenly spacing out. So it's 4.3. It's gone out now for 0.8 of a second. So it looks like Ronnefalk, once he gets his head on 24.2 is the fastest lap Ronnefalk, by the way. Has that pace. Now he's in clear air. He's enjoy it for a bit before he hits traffic. This very short circuit means you hit traffic quite quickly and quite often.
Yeah, Bornhorst actually got the pull shot, but made a mistake after the wall double and flipped over before the first lap, and that's why he dropped on so far. But he did get the actual hill shot. He was the first person in the bull after gate start.
So Evening
is coming.
Is not being lost. In fairness to Bornhorst, he looked quite a bit quicker. Blasted past him, and that was it, really. That's the green car on the back is Evening. We haven't seen even a flash of Ronnefalk recently. I get the impression that Ronnefalk might actually be getting into traffic quite soon. There's a lot of traffic ahead. So the Watson and Vale, the last two, are certainly a long way ahead. And I think actually already, that was in fact in the corner of my eye, I'm pretty sure that Ronnefalk just overtook Watson. So he's already into traffic. This should give a chance, perhaps, for... Oh, is that upside down? Oh, no, it was Watson. I thought it might have been because it was a white wheel. I thought, oh, no, it's Watson. So there goes down the right is Bornhorst. He gained 3 or 4 tenths, almost certainly indeed due to back marking crossing. Evening's just behind him. Everyone else is pretty spread out. Heckert's in 6th, needs to find a little bit more. Then Toller, then Berg. At the moment, it would be Ronnefalk from Bornhorst, I think, overall as well. But Heckert, a couple of places could change all that. Round he goes, sweeping around that with Bornhorst.
Bornhorst is on a mission right now.
He's not gaining a lot, though. He's gained about 0.6 of a second in the past 4 laps, and some of that could have been traffic, but that's what he needs to do. He needs to prove that there is no basic pace advantage for Ronnefalk. It's just who gets out early and has a good start first. They're within 1/10 of a second with their best laps, and they're both comfortably fast in the rest of the field. So like a 24.2 for Ronnefalk, 24.3 for Bornhorst. Next fastest is 24.7, which is Aidan Horn. That's the best lap, not the last lap. It looks like Bornhorst is coming up towards the back of Evan Vale, who is having a little bit of a moment of his own there. I think that's Stike Leather, I think, there. Yep, lets him through.
Bornhorst is now 3.9 seconds behind, so he gained some speed. He's looking really good. He's driving on the inside of all of these bumps, right there, out on the right side. He's actually putting on a great clinic of driving.
He's found the line. He did gain the second, but it's that thing. He's also got 2 cars ahead of him. Now, theoretically, they shouldn't cost him any time, but that's a theory. Not a theory that always actually bears up much weight. So ahead of him moment is Don Elliott in the red car. And then ahead of him is Evan Vale. So two of the more local racers. So Don now, yeah, at that point he's been slightly blocked. And Elliott really needs to move out the way. I think Elliott's doing that American thing where the one thing you don't want to do is go a lap down. And just eased out there. But I think he did cost him a bit of time. He was at 4.6 last. Yeah, it just cost him time.
Yeah.
Because if you don't know what the other guy's going to do, you can't take the risk, can you? You have to hang back because an accident is a lot more than the second he lost. And there's a long way to go still. In fact, we're just coming up to halfway before the 2-lap ad. And now another chance he's going to get round Watson for the second time. Bornhorst concentrating up on the rostrum. Watches the car go down the main straight, and he's lost another few tenths that time round. He lost half a second. He attempts to cut through the traffic. There he goes.
He definitely looks a lot more comfortable. I know you're saying after the last race he just isn't comfortable. He's found something, but the lap traffic's what's been costing.
He's found a rhythm. I mean, I think in clear air, we know the difference between the two of them is about 1/10 or 2/10 either way, but there's not a lot of clear air because you're constantly having to measure yourself against somebody else, and the last thing you want to do is hit them, and this is the problem. It's you lose time at that point. Round we go with Bornhorst. Getting a little bit closer to, that's the lapping of, is that Tollard he's getting close to? I think that is Tollard, he's about to lap. We could be Evan Vale, they are very, oh no, so it's fuel. This is an interesting thing, this is a good point. If you decide to take some fuel now and avoid going past someone, there he goes, put down just ahead of, I think the green machine of Cody Watson.
One horse throws it up and gives us a fat whip there, but gets a little squirrely as he comes out of there. And maybe he picked the wrong tires or something. Looks like his tires are a little bit squirrely right now. Probably got some heat in them.
Yeah. There's, I know we've been on Joe for a while now, but there's not really an awful lot going on, to be honest, as close-up battles are concerned.
Well, it looks like Ivanen's about...
Bornhorst currently is not really 15 seconds behind because he's got this. Can we get to our lead? If we get to Ronefeld quickly, he's half a lap ahead. White with the big red numbers on the wing is the key point for Ronefeld. Now, can we find Ronefeld? White with the red numbers. There he is on the rostrum. Where is
coming
he
up over the double?
No, that's
big double.
That's Berg. White with the red numbers and the big double.
That's Ronefeld. 7.
Coming round to the end of the lap. Number 7, just completing the lap now. Should be down the main straight. I think he may be taking. There we go. Right, so Ronefeld now is leading by 14, so I think he needs to take fuel still. Comes up and over into that big double, so we should take him through his fuel. He's running quite long. Running best part of 9 minutes now, so sincerely hope it isn't a 12-second lead that Bornhorst has got. Why don't we actually took fuel a couple of laps ago? Let's find out. People think actually he may have taken fuel and still have a massive lead.
He's on a mission right now after the 15-minute final.
The interesting thing is, though, that Spencer Hecker is now in 4th.
Ooh.
And if Spencer Hecker gets to 3rd, Spencer Hecker will win.
So he needs Pecco to hold.
Well, Evening now is right on the backside of... let's see if we can find Hecker. If Frank can find Hecker, and if you stay on Ronefeld, Ash, let's find Hecker at 47. 47, Frank. Find the 47.
I got it.
Where is it?
It's coming up past us now.
Right, about to go on the main straight now, the 47. So Frank should have the 47 on the main straight.
Nope. I'll let you know, Frank. Find him for you. Here we go. They're coming up by us again. It's Brandon Rose is right behind him, right here, right coming past us right now, Frank.
So Ronefeld still keeps going. Ahead of him is the fishtailing Don Elliott. Even quite close to
Bornhorst.
Bornhorst, yeah, absolutely. And there is the 17 Bornhorst upside down. So that's him.
No,
that was Bornhorst, the 17. So pick up Bornhorst again with the yellow wheels.
Bornhorst just hit the...
Yeah, but I'm not sure whether Bornhorst has been overtaken by Hecker.
No,
he has.
Yes.
Oh. Hecker's in third. So this is Hecker, Rose and Bornhorst. And at the moment, Hecker is winning. the whole thing because he's now got the third. Rose is right behind him in fourth and Bornhorst in fifth. But at the moment, Heckert's got himself back up to third. He's actually going to be on point count back ahead of Ronefalk, thanks to his teammates' own error, as they carry on hopping around. Ronefalk leads by 16 seconds, but Heckert now in third. That's all he needs to win win the race and the round 7. So it's up in the air now, and the gap is half a second to Rose. So if Rose gets past Heckert, he goes back to fourth. He'll go back to second overall, and Rose is right behind him now. So will the Agama driver do a massive favour to David Ronefalk? He's lost a bit of drive there, or can even Bornhorst do it? I mean, I don't know if Bornhorst is aware of the situation. I'm sure he is. My guess is at that point he would try not to overtake. So that's Heckert. He's got 1 minute and 36 and 2 laps. The time is based on when Ronefalk crosses the line, not when... Oh, he's made a mistake and Rose goes through. So at this moment, he's not currently winning because Rose has got past him. So Rose now has demoted Heckert to fourth, which means that Ronefalk is back being the winner of round 7. That's how close it is. There's Bornhorst behind him. Now, is Bornhorst going to run rear gunner to Heckert? I don't know. Does he know where everyone is? Heckert now getting right back, and Rose gets a bit of a tank slapper on. As Bornhorst flies it, but they're all flying in the air now. Oh, up on 2 wheels with Heckert, and I'm not actually totally sure. Look at this, about to get lapped. They're about to be lapped by Ronefalk. Amazing. Ronefalk has put a lap on all these people who he's been fighting with. So Rose has just that little bit of a lead. You can see there, try and get these 2 red cars in frame because they're the ones who are battling at the moment for what will be. Bornhorst has had a bit of a drop back there. So it's now Rose versus Heckert. We've got 37 seconds and 2 laps. This is the battle. Even though it's not for the lead, this is the battle for the overall win in round 7. Now, Heckert's just dropping off Rose a little bit at the moment. He needs to find a little pace the second that time round. They're going to have, I think they're probably at 4 laps, actually. So there's no need to panic yet. There's plenty of time. These short laps means you get plenty of chances, plenty of rounds, plenty of opportunities for people to make mistakes.
Yeah, but Rose and Heckert are flying right now. Rose is just caught on another level. He's doing really good, showing his true potential. And Heckert as well. Rose has been pretty steady all weekend.
He's done well. He's done well, I think. He lost 3/10 that lap. Okay, so it's this one and 2 more, I think. It might be this one and 3 more. It's really hard to tell because Ronefalk's so far ahead. And now the traffic is playing absolutely in Heckert's turn. It was actually Hampersburg getting out of the way. So it's the lighter red car. That is the Agama of Brandon Rose. As they now go past Evenon. So this is a battle of the second. Oh, now this is even more complicated because Evenon comes into this. This is second, third, and fourth. So all that Heckert has to do is either overtake Evenon in the green car with the aerial or Rose in the white car. So either of those, he's got past Evenon. He's going to do it. He's in second. Heckert gets second now. Second, and it's not their last lap. I think they've got 1 more to go. But at the moment, Heckert through that corner is going to take He's going to take the long one. He's got 1 more to go. Ronefalk's been with 3/4 of a lap, but the various vagaries of everyone behind him as Bornhorst drops away is going to mean that Heckert is the first and the second. Is going to become the champion of round 7, much to everybody's surprise, unless he rolls the car on the next 2 corners. Evenon is now running between 3rd and 4th. Heckert is your man. Spencer Heckert for S-Works from Iowa. He's done it. Heckert does it. Ronefalk wins. Heckert second. Evenon third. Rose fourth. Bornhorst fifth. Yeah. And he knew it.
Well done.
He knew it.
Race.
I've no idea who's third overall, by the way. Sometimes you'll have to tell me that on the comms.
Well done to Spencer Heckert. What a great race. Great drive for him in these 2 races. And also to Ronefalk for a great drive. Wow. Impressive drive by Ivan and Rose. And good thing. Look at Scott coming over. Congratulating. He's happy. So here we have David Ronefalk, Spencer Heckert, Pecco Ivan, and Brandon Rose, Joe Bornhorst, Aiden Horn, Evan Vale, Cole Tollard, Donald Elliott, Jake Steichleather, Cody Watson, Hampersburg. What a great run by Spencer. He's happy about that. Yeah, I like to see that. He's needed a good result for a while. Well done. Tim Lyons probably happy over there in Arizona. Well done to the young S-Rex driver from Ohio. And we're frozen right now as Nick goes out to wrangle some racers. So here we go. Your overall Spencer Heckert first, David Ronefalk second, Joe Bornhorst third, Aiden Horn fourth, Brandon Rose fifth, Pecco Ivan in sixth, Cole Tollard seventh, Evanville eighth, Hampersburg ninth, Jake Steichleither 10th, Donald Elliott 11th, and Cody Watson 12th. So congratulations to Spencer Heckert. Impressive all day. Takes a hard fought second place to take the overall win Well driven by the young man from Ohio, Tim Lime. I'm sure you're happy over there in Arizona doing backflips. Your driver just won the the first day of RCGP. Well done. So not only driver standings, we have David Runnefalk in first with 121, Ongaro behind him with 91, Hampusberg with 60, Elliot Boots with 57, Joe Warner with 57, JCC 53, Lee Martin 53, Spencer Heckett 49, Brandon Rose 47, Cole Tallard 43, Pecco 143 as well, Alex Zankatine 39, Aiden Horn 36, Evan Vale 30, and Leonardo Valente with 28. So let's get over to Nick. He's wrangled up the racers, and let's go.
With the top three finishing, well, top three finish overall. Joe not third in that one, but enough of a combo to get a top three. Don't look happy, so let's say well done.
Yeah, I'm pleased to be third overall. I'm not sure how that worked out, and the points must have been pretty crazy. Yeah, I'm happy. I'm more so happy for my teammate Spencer. He did awesome today, so I got some work to do for tomorrow. I made some steps forward for that one, but I'm still not there. So we have a whole nother day, a whole nother program, so I still need to improve. But yeah, today's about Spencer. That's awesome.
Great stuff. Thank you, Joe. And next we have David. Well, David, you couldn't really do anything more. You won by 2/3 of a lap, but it's a two-legged final, and in that result, I'm afraid you're only second overall.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I said before the race there. I wanted to do, what I could, which was to win. Then it was just up to the others to see where they ended up. And this time, yeah, Spencer got second there towards the end. It was a close battle between him, Rose, and Pecco. So, yeah, that handed him the win overall today. But second is not too bad. But, yeah, of course, with the speed I had today, I wish I would have been first. But, the start in the first one really killed me this time.
Yeah, a lot of pace in the car. I mean, it seemed very, very easy for you to stroke it away. Is it once you get in the lead, you got a clear track effectively, it is quite simple?
Yeah, it is. I mean, the right side of the track is now starting to get some bumps developing, so it's kind of hard to go through there. You really have to be patient. But, yeah, the first one, just the bad start and the wrong pick of the tire compound there. For the second one, I went with a normal compound, and obviously it was a lot better this time. The car was just too soft in the first one, so I couldn't really get back up to the front after the bad start. But, second place, it's fine, I guess.
Great stuff, thank you, David. And finally, it's Spencer Heckett. So, we're kind of following you for the last 4 or 5 minutes. I mean, first time I looked at you in ninth, I thought, well, not so good. Then you got sixth, I thought, might be a chance. And then you were in the position, you were out of the position, back in the position. You must have been. Did you always know where you were overall?
Yeah, I knew I had to kind of at least. Figured I need to at least get third, and then I think it's Checo. He made a mistake on the last lap, and I just went for it, and it stuck. So I'm stoked.
It was a great drive. You were like nose to tail with 3 other cars. I mean, did you feel the pressure, or was it just fun?
Most of the way, I didn't really feel the pressure. I was just driving. I kind of knew what I had to do. The last lap or two, when everything started getting crazy, I kind of got a little nervous. But yeah, I had to come from the back and made it happen. So I'm stoked.
Congratulations, you won RCGP Round 7. Also, a good hatful of points for S-Works.
Yeah, that's big too. So trying to take home the dub for the team. So.
Great stuff. Thanks, Spencer.
Thank you.
And there, happy man indeed. I think the next thing we'll be showing you is the presentation of the trophies. I'm not sure when that'll be. So for temporarily, let's go and have a chat with Keenan.
We are back. Good to see Hecker doing well. Very good. So here's our team standings at the moment. Wow, S-Works jumps up to the lead with 215 points, followed by Team Associated SSR, Scuderia Scampi Rosso, with 197, Team Ayako with 181, Invisible Speed JQSM with 124, Beach RC 116, and Nemo Agama Racer with 115. So with that third place and first place, wow, S-Works pulls out a big lead and looking to win the championship, sir. So a good show for them tomorrow. We'll make them the team championship. So very good to see. And awesome run for Spencer. Very happy for him. Shout out to all the Facebook guys out there chatting. That was a great race. Great race. I know the S-Works guys are super happy. And, yeah. So, good stuff. Good stuff. And we got the podiums ready. We got trophy presentations ready. As we see, some nice big trophies that RCGP has provided for these racers. And some bubbly beverages. Shout out to all the people that have been in the chat for the YouTube all day. We greatly appreciate your support. It's good to have you guys here. Thank you. Hi, Adam Ross. Shout out to you, good buddy. Jerome Moore. Definitely going to have more than just my cowboy hat on. We see Nick and Chris and getting ready. Let's have a word from some of our sponsors, why don't we?
Hard like 4, really, that shoe game like 450. I got married, was so giddy, swear my wife's skin looks so pretty. I don't care if they roll with me, headed to the top, but they don't give me. That's why some peeps can go with me. I'm a heathen just like coffee. I am adjusting the elephants that are right here in the room. Church is way more than the people who walk in the building. No wonder you see in my zone. I ain't the truth, I'm just a messenger. I got the views up on the regular, get in the booth, writing like Eminem. This is the proof, no one is better than my God.
And don't forget, if you buy the Invisible Speed online course before the end of the month of October, you will be entered in the chance to win either a Mayako personally built by David the Viking Ranafolk, or a Mugen Seiki MBX 8R built by Robert the Conquistador Badier. So enter, and not only that, you get all the knowledge of the online course for 1 year. Or if you like the book, you'll like the online course, and you'll like what we have coming in store for you guys in 2023 when we start doing the Invisible Speed camps. Well, not we, it's not my knowledge, it's obviously JQ's. But, yeah, good. Take the Invisible Speed course and unlock your Invisible Speed and get faster. It's all about knowledge. And don't forget, you can win either a Mayako, specifically built by Ranafolk, or MBX 8R, built by Robert Badier. And we are going to hand it over to Nick. Not yet.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay, right, so let's start with the junior final. In third place in juniors was David Olsen. He's behind third. Second place in juniors is Cade Burnett. And your winning junior is Trent Walker. Congratulations. Take the plaudits of everyone else. Raise your trophies high. Thank you indeed. Thank you. We've done them young. Now we're going to do them old. Okay, the 40 plus here today at Rcgp event 4. And in third place, DJ Hepler. Woo! In second place was Billy Talaska.
Billy Talaska.
Hey, Billy, take a
Podium
walk.
Picture. Grab your car.
Here they come. Oh, he's so relaxed about the whole thing.
30 plus sprint.
DJ coming as well, is he? It's Bornhorst, Runner, Falcon, Hecker.
All right, Bornhorst, Ronafalk, and Heckert up to podium as well with your cars. Bornhorst, Ronafalk, Heckert to the podium, please.
Congratulations, Billy.
Bornhorst, Ronafalk, Heckert.
Next up, the winner was Josh Holyfield. About to get third. Any second now. DJ? It's okay, you still get the plaque.
Last to the podium, first in our hearts.
Oh, sweet.
Love you, DJ.
Hold the cars up. Congratulations. Where's David? Can you call David again? Call Ronafalk again, David?
Ronafalk, David.
Joe's third.
Thank God you're not flying. You wouldn't be able to take that.
Okay, right, so now time for the trophies for RCGP. And in third place in round 7, Joe Bornhorst from S-Works. In second place, Joe got mount the podium with his various accoutrements. In second place is David Ronafalk from Mayako. And also, you're a bit short of arms here. TQ is David Ronafalk from Mayako as well. How many arms can one man have? But your winner from S-Works, number 47, Spencer Heckert. Raise your trophies high to celebrate the win and the second and the third. Everyone happy? Okay, you can now spray each other with the champagne. Okay, so that is...
We got to teach them how to open champagne fast.
Well, it's a screw top. So that is the end of our live programming for today with that very exciting champagne-based environment. We're back tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock local time with all the action from round 8, which of course includes both the RC2 final and the hour-long main final. Until then, have a lovely evening, morning, whatever kind of day it is, wherever you are in the world, and we'll see you tomorrow.